Same.
I'm beat. I was training new hires today, and like,
Good.
work. You know,
Yep.
I'm not qualified to train new hires. I don't know how to talk to people.
Well, you're qualified. You're just not experienced.
I am back.
That
Welcome back.
a lot of my interactions with people are all non-verbal hand movements. Like,
Bro, thieves can't what? What do you mean thieves can't?
no, IRL. Like, thieves can't, but for my work.
You mean
I
sign
do not
language?
normally say this unironically, but genuinely skill issue.
Words are
Pancake,
hard.
yes, embrace my philosophy.
Thieves can't doing Amazon things, I guess.
Amazon are thieves. They absolutely can, I guarantee it.
What we do and how we work, it is 100% thieves can't.
Good.
Yes.
The fucking first
But they can, though, just to be clear.
What do you mean? Whatever.
We're doing a who's on first joke. Thieves can't. Thieves can't what?
I am not playing that game.
I'm having a good time.
Good.
Alright, so we are probably not using the Roll20 for this because I have slept every day, all week for the last 2 weeks. So there is no map for this one.
Oh, are we going somewhere different?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Can we just go back to the Calaman, please?
No,
Damn it.
you may not. That is illegal.
Oh, no.
We have to go to keep.
Oh. Just give us a blank thing and draw something. Draw a map really fast.
That's the wrong page. We are going to roll. I signed out of Roll20 for some reason.
Yeah, I get that occasionally too.
Somebody watching Forge and Fire?
Yes. That would
Okay.
probably be Jess if I had to guess.
No, but just as she put on Forge and Fire and then she left the room.
Ha!
Excellent.
In this competition, you're going to need to make an entire sword out of a toilet.
Yeah, something like that.
That's usually how the show goes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, this sword produced deadly cuts and explosions, and it was a killer, and definitely not only used in like one war.
Ever. That's how that goes.
Yeah. And then like edged weapon specialist and bullshito master Doug Markita.
Everyone fucking loves Doug. We love Doug.
You know who doesn't love him? Martial artists.
Oh.
Why would they love Doug?
He's a scam artist.
Good for him.
Mm.
He stabs pretty good though.
Yeah, but like a lot of blade practitioners are like, he's got terrible form because he's good at Filipino weapons. But then like they hand him just like any sword and they're like, all right, maybe he doesn't fully know what he's doing with all of these.
Well, yeah, but like he's an edged weapon specialist. He doesn't know how to use every edged weapon ever
Right.
made.
Like, people who come to Forged in Fire expecting the edged weapon specialist to be a master of all edged weapons do not get to say, hey, he's a fraud. Like, he was hired as a specialist, not as a master of all possible weaponry.
He manages
Most
to
definitely
effectively
trained though. Most
He
definitely.
Well, the
manages
bigger
to
thing is,
test all of the weapons.
yeah, That's not well. First up, that's not what makes him a scam artist. Is that apparently like the classes that he teaches are astronomically expensive and not worth it. But that's just probably because of fame.
Yeah, I don't see too many people going after that these days. That's just a thing. Alright,
Oh, you're not a fan of Canister Damascus? We'll make fucking 12 of them now.
correct.
Sorry, I'm yelling at the guy on Fortune Fire. He's doing a bad job.
Honestly, I support him.
Yeah. In all seriousness, no, that like when blacksmithing is hard as shit. I did it once and it was impossible. I glued my hands together.
That I don't know how you did that, but
Well, so I couldn't find any clamps. So when I was putting the handle scales on, I just held it. My hands got stuck.
Oh, like the epoxy?
Yeah,
Oh.
that turned out good, but that's prying my hands off.
You know, I play with super glue a lot, and I've never stuck my hands together. I've
That's-
tried to. I've put
Well,
super glue on
super
my
glue
hands.
Super glue and epoxy are two very different things.
Okay, fine. But
Yep.
also,
One of them is glue, the other one is freaking liquid plastic.
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, it's not even liquid plastic, it's liquid resin, isn't it?
also, Mike.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
thanks, everyone. I will still be amazed by how much the scientific community costs. Just like shit, getting shit.
Oh yeah.
I looked at a little machine. Damn, that thing was $40,000. It's just kind of sitting there.
Jesus. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
What kind of machine is it?
It's called an ellipsometer. And he was just like, yeah, that was $40,000. The thing we're using, our big reactor, is $127,000.
Science, man. Progress costs money.
The whiteboard I installed today by drilling into a wall that I did not think I was allowed to drill into, like $20. Man said you can drill this in, and I was like, fuck it, we ball.
That's how we do.
I made him stand in the room so I could blame him if like I fucking hit a water line.
Need plausible deniability.
I'm not even technically an employee yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, you would not be liable for that.
Also, Mike, guess what I got access to
Mm.
in terms of homebrewing? I got the good stuff. 200 proof ethanol.
Oh God.
All right.
Good.
Oh, you mean actual homebrewing, not homebrewing as in D&D. Okay,
No,
that makes more sense.
I'll give my moonshine a head start by adding pure 200 proof ethanol to it.
Oh God, you'll go blind with that shit.
The blind it's methanol that makes you blind.
Okay.
Yeah, small quantities of methanol is what made moonshine cause the blindness because that will make you blind. Methanol is poison. It's why it's so dangerous and heavily regulated because if you get even a little bit of the wrong alcohol methanol, it will just like kill you. It's poisonous.
Jesus.
I mean, they're both poison. It's
They're
just,
poison.
do you want to go blind or not?
Methanol is the more potent poison.
Yeah, but both of them will kill you and flip your liver. With a high enough dosage, literally anything is poison.
That's not a helpful answer.
Methanol is extremely poisonous. As little as about 2 tablespoons can be deadly to a child. About 2 to 8 ounces is deadly for an adult.
I'm sorry. The first example is to a child. Yes, I would like to give my child alcohol that may or may not contain methanol.
Well, this is pure methanol, so you need like a good bottle of normal methanol, or sorry, of methanol laced alcohol. kill a kid probably.
My
But
hand
at that
hurts.
point, you probably have other problems first.
Yeah, I think if the kid has alcohol, we have different problems.
Yeah,
other
many problems.
Twin walks into a bar.
Again. For the
Yeah.
umpteenth time. Alright,
Tries to grab alcohol, gets milk instead.
correct. They're responsible around here.
Milk blocked for the 27th time.
Fuck.
Get like a journal about it.
No one knows I'm lactose intolerant though, so I just keep getting milk, and I'm like, I can't drink this.
Because you're a child, what else are they supposed to give you?
Fucking apple juice.
I'm sorry, did you mean cider?
I
That's
guess.
got alcohol in it.
Hey, Swampy.
Yes.
How can I boost my spell save DC besides just boosting my intelligence?
Generally there's not too many ways. There's a few magic items that do it, but it generally just raises with level proficiency. So it's 11 plus your mod now, and it will just raise naturally with level, as well as. Again, there's not very many things you can do to actively raise it,
So proficiency bonus, basically?
which is just your level.
So my proficiency bonus should be the same as my level.
No. Bleh.
It
Your
should be
proficiency
plus
bonus
3 right now.
changes.
Your
It should be
proficiency.
plus 3. It changes every like 4 levels. So we got our first. It started at plus 2. It went up to plus 3 at level 5. So it should be your spell save should be 8 plus 3 from your proficiency plus whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Alright.
There's not too many ways to natively increase it past that. What I would recommend is more diversifying what spells you're casting, so the saves are different.
Okay.
So people have more trouble with them.
We want to get started.
My drawing got moved.
It did.
Okay.
This is because I store notes on the blank side of the map, and you drew over a lot of my notes, so I needed to get that corner back up, because I needed to know what was under it.
I'm sorry.
You're good. It's the first time in the entire campaign you've intersected with my notes, so it's not like an emergency or anything. I just needed to know what I wrote under that.
Okay.
You're getting water.
Alright, I do not particularly want to get started, but we can. So, when last we left our heroes...
I believe we had just routed the enemy and...
Oh, no. No. You survived, is what you did.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Go for it.
Last we left our dudes and dudettes. We had gone to Steel Spring because we had heard from an augury from Mike's character that that things were bad and that our intervention could potentially help there at Steel Spring. We decided to go, but we found a large war raging, like hundreds of units on each side. It seemed like the nobles had taken most of the Kalman Guard, which is why Twint found it so empty, and started waging against the Dragon army that was staying up in Steel Spring. We don't know necessarily why they were in Steel Spring, if there's something special about it, but it was a big encampment for them. Basically, they started fighting, and they started losing badly. We got up, and we found that there was a large number of people just kind of having issues. We wound up going in, we killed a lot of Dragon Army soldiers, and we basically freed the troops that we were going with from it. So we got several members. We got the pot-lid guy. We got some random guy in the side who had a lot of trouble and nearly died like 8 times, but we got him.
Bill.
We saved Bill.
Bill.
We don't know who Bill is, but we saved him.
Yes.
We saved a noble that was using a star steel weapon. We didn't find any other star steel weapons just natively around. We sold the other one we had because I told him to do with it what he will. He went to the Thieves Guild. He sold it for 250 gold to them, which he didn't even earn. He got a cut of 60, and the other 250 went towards like his bounty reward. He has to earn 500 gold in order to get it full membership into the Thieves Guild. That's kind of like an initiation.
Yep.
from there, again, we were in Still Spring. Twint came and joined us there, and we did our best to free everyone. I don't know that any of the forces on our side died, like the ones we were rescuing. I think we managed to save all of them. If not one guy that was like absolutely screwed from the beginning. We fought and routed and kind of ran into the territory. Dwarvos and Iriata healed and led people to safety. Dwarvos used some of his new big nasty holy magic. Me and Mike rushed in. Twint stayed in the back sniping people. And Luma used Fly and flew around the battlefield nuking people with Magic Missile and other spells.
It was a pretty good time.
It was a pretty good fight. It lasted a total of 5 rounds, but it was very long because that's just how big combats work, and Pancake hates them.
Yes.
But we're
And we're
finally
done
past
with
that
them
part of
for
the
now.
campaign. But we're finally past that part of the campaign for now. At some point during the middle of the fight, a massive Wyvern Rider showed up. They crashed this thing called the Draconel, I believe it was, down onto the battlefield. It let out a vicious roar. It was up in the air. It chucked the Griffin down to it. I saw the thing. I went over to it. I got onto it. I immediately felt its rage course through me, and could not get off. Me and it desperately wanted to kill the Draconel Rider. Mike teleported up onto the Draconel, started fighting the guy and trying to knock him off, but he had made insurance policies so that he couldn't just fall off his mount, because he had the sense to do that. We then Mike knocked the thing out of the air by stunning it, and me and the Griffin just tore into the thing, shredding it down. The Rider took out something called a Lightning Lance, which we aren't entirely sure the purpose of. It let out this massive AoE blast of lightning and thunder onto pretty much everyone that was around. Didn't kill anyone, I don't think. But it did some pretty good damage, and in it, he disappeared in some kind of cloud of elemental energy, kind of like what happens with Mike when he does his teleport, like his Misty Step. But the guy basically Misty stepped away, but we managed to kill the thing in the wake of it. I'm currently top of the thing, and we are all retreating back towards our fort with the forces. The idea is that we didn't win the war, but we gave enough of an opportunity for both the forces that we rescued and any other forces to start mounting a retreat without taking too heavy of casualties. But then again, the fighting had already been going on for quite a while at this point, so there are likely casualties on both sides.
Lots.
Yep.
Yeah. So we did not win the battle, but we did rout a part of the enemy, and enough to allow a escape route for a number of the forces. Which we are currently, I believe, leading back to our keep. Or the keep that we rescued recently.
Are we heading back that way or heading back to Kalaman?
Well,
Because it's kind of in between.
that's a question for us, I think, and Pancake. If there's a direction they were retreating, we'd probably go there. If not, we would probably take them to the fort. Or if we want, I guess we'd choose then. If they weren't retreating.
I would probably say bring them back to Kalaman because that's where they're from.
I don't fucking know.
Personal take though.
Kalaman's about 8 hours to get there.
I don't think it was that long.
We're 6 hours from both. We're 6 hours from both.
We're in the middle.
We and Twint headed out at the same time, and us and Twint headed out at the same time, got there at around the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were on foot and Twint was on horse.
No, we had.
I had a pony.
On horse.
Twint had a
Twint
pony.
was
not
on
happy
a
about
pony. We were on foot.
Didn't we have a cart?
We had a cart.
Yep.
And horse. We weren't on foot. I promise.
Alright.
So 6 hours by pony and 6 hours by horse.
Mm-hmm.
Some distance.
But yeah. So we both managed to arrive there, and now we are heading back in a direction. But we had ended just at the end of the encounter because Pancake wanted to go take photos of the Aurora Borealis. Localized here entirely in this kitchen.
Yep.
At this time of year, at this time of day.
Yes.
Correct.
Something steamed ham. Yep.
No one gonna ask to see it?
Yes.
Could we see it? Yes.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Oh.
I swear that specific episode has rewired my brain chemistry. I apologize.
I haven't even watched The Simpsons, but I know that scene.
I don't watch The Simpsons either, and I know it intimately, word by word.
Aurora Borealis. Here, at this time of day, At this time of year, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes.
Yes.
Do I see it? No.
No.
The drawing went poof.
Alright. I have a lot of notes that I can't use yet, and that's a problem, because I keep getting distracted looking at them going, man, I wish I could use that. We're getting there. We're getting there.
But yeah,
One day.
I believe we're kind of
Alright.
leading the. Everyone is leading the retreat. I am currently on a feral bird.
You are currently on a feral griffin.
Which is hilarious.
I have the wyvern's head and pieces of its wings.
Correct.
Are you gonna make pants out of him?
Shorts, but yes.
Okay. Parachute shorts.
The judo shorts.
Muay Thai shorts.
We have
Sorry,
got various
Muay Thai for
Draconel materials that we have gathered.
Yes. So I think we're just heading back to Kalaman then.
That is right. Alright, I'll be honest, this might be a short one, because the last 2 weeks have been an exhausting ordeal. But we are going
Don't worry
to
about it,
get
dude.
something done, I swear.
I would just like to get things done. Let's get things moving, you know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, we are going to start with Leica, because that's what I know how to do at the moment.
We're doing
It's,
Shadow Fly.
That's a pretty cool griffin you got there, Leica.
It is. Seems like it.
Yeah. Still real angry, though.
Still real angry.
Still real angry. How do you feel right about now, having just taken down a wyvern with a griffin that you literally just met for the second time ever?
It's feeling pretty angry. I'm also probably feeling pretty angry. I'm also probably thinking about what we need to do next, because I know that wyvern was going to kill several people. So I'm probably looking around for what needs to happen next as the retreat's going on. Like, kind of duty-centric, what's next?
Alright, fair enough. Griffin's got other ideas. Griffin is really, really angry. In fact, it does not appear to have gotten any less angry now that the wyvern is dead.
Oh.
And there are a lot of people still here on the battlefield fighting.
Yeah.
The line between Calaman Blue and Dragon Army Red is starting to blur a little bit for you, as you have slightly inherited the Griffin's instinctive need to simply fight right now, which is not an emotion you are familiar with at this point. Like, you're not really an angry person, right?
Not really, no.
Okay. So this is probably one of the first times in your life where you have really genuinely experienced pure rage, and it is not yours. So I'm going to need you to make an animal handling check.
Yippee!
Probably, in this case, a disadvantage, because you no longer are, or you are now at cross purposes with the Griffin, who wants to keep fighting.
Okay. Sorry, Roll20 doesn't like to have two games open at once, so I have to...
Yeah.
Just tabbing into my sheet. Animal handling check.
Uh-huh.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
That is an 8.
Alright. The DC for all of these checks is going to be 12. So here's what we're going to do. The Griffin just wants to fight. It wants to kill. It is angry, and you do not at this point know why. So, it is going to start taking its anger out on whatever is closest to it, which in this case happens to be a group of soldiers. It is possible for you to get the Griffin under control. It is also possible for you to simply come to some understanding of the Griffin with your current psychic connection to it. But, for as long as the Griffin remains fighting, you are going to be within an active combat zone. So, every time we come back to you, I'm going to roll a d20, and if I roll above a 15, you're going to be taking 10 damage.
Okay.
Until such a time as the Griffin problem has been resolved.
Noted.
You're starting to see flashes, not from the Griffin's perspective, but almost like the Griffin is a channel through which you are seeing the battlefield, and also overlaid on top of it, there's a writhing, swirling maelstrom over an ocean you're unfamiliar with, waters you've never seen before. And you see somewhere in the distance, beyond all of the fighting, there is a ship headed directly towards you, sailing straight into the storm.
Okay.
So, welcome to the twin realities, my friend. This is your life now. What's everybody else doing? Well, the Griffin is going insane.
I'd imagine I'm trying to, I see what Leica's, with this Griffin, I'm like, hey, you okay? Trying to, check in with Leica.
Just flies off.
Is Leica coherent enough to answer?
Probably not at this point. You see, she opens her mouth, and instead of words coming out of it, just the same kind of melodic screaming, like a banshee, as before.
Oh gosh.
So that's a problem, right?
You look over the door, that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
That's a slight problem, yes.
All right. Well, should we? All right. You know what? How high is this thing?
It is currently still in the air, flying around, actually slowly circling at about the same height that the Wyvern was previously. So,
Okay.
30, 40 feet in the air.
Oh, 30, 40, okay.
Well, I'm out of Misty Steps, so I can't get up there.
Damn, okay.
You'll have to toss me. No, I don't think that's possible. But,
No.
I can bring it down to the ground.
yeah. Try not to hurt them.
Oh no, it's definitely gonna hurt the Griffin. It might hurt Leica, but it's going to bring them to the ground.
Terrible idea.
Hear me out. Just bring it to the ground, and I can stun it. At the very least, and it can hopefully break Leica out of whatever the hell's going on with her.
Okay.
Because right now she's screeching like that thing, so safe to say I think there's some sort of...
Is the connection between the two of them almost like a concentration?
It doesn't appear to be.
Look, I just need to incapacitate the Griffin, and I think we can get Leica out of it. So try to bring it down if you can.
Okay. I'm gonna land and stop casting or stop channeling flight. And then I'm casting Earthbind.
Alright, what do?
Choose a creature you can see within range. Yellow strips of magic. Cool energy. Loop around the creature. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or its flying speed, if any, is reduced to 0 feet for the spell's duration. An airborne creature affected by this spell descends 60 feet per round until it reaches the ground or the spell ends.
Got it.
So,
Swampy, quick rules reminder. Does double advantage exist, or was that a joke from your other campaign?
Double advantage does not natively exist. Some DMs may choose to award if advantage is given twice a +5 bonus instead of a second dice.
I feel like it'd be funnier just to roll 2 dice and see if it nat 20s.
Fair enough.
Actually, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Advantage is mathematically equivalent to a +5. So why would you...
Talking double advantage, so you roll 2 dice at the
Double advantage, you would get 2 and then add 5, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah,
got
you
it.
would.
That makes a lot more sense.
Natively, double advantage is not a thing, but some DMs choose to add an additional +5 to the roll if it would have further advantage. So,
Got it.
if you had double advantage, it would be 2 dice, take the highest +5. If you had triple advantage, it would be 2 dice, take the highest at 10.
Okay, got it. It has 2 sources giving it advantage on this.
Oh god.
But that's up to the DM whether or not they.
Guys, we might
What
lose
is
our
your spell
fish.
save DC?
Yeah, we don't want to lose our fish.
Spell save DC is.
Mhm.
What's your spell save DC, Luma?
14.
14? Okay.
It fails.
Nice.
So it is now grounded. Because it was 30 feet in the air, it is now on ground.
I'm going to run over and stunning strike it.
Is it possible if I can also run over and just pull him off the griffin?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I got a 19. Does that hit?
Okay. That will hit. I will... Alright. I'm gonna be nice and not immediately counterspell Luma's first successful real spell of the campaign. But I will let you know that causing direct damage to the Griffin or to Laika will cause double damage to be dealt to you. So you need to solve this problem without dealing damage, or be okay with taking double whatever the damage you're going to deal is.
Well, I'm just trying to stun it to see if I can just break the hold it has on Laika.
Right, I'm letting you know, if you deal any damage, you are going to be dealt twice that damage. That is the current situation.
Well, now I'm hoping I roll low. Actually, wait, this might knock me out if I do this.
It's just damage. It doesn't also reflect or make you take the effect, does it?
No, it's not going to stun you, but he's going to take double his own damage.
You'll be fine.
The spell
Alright.
itself didn't deal damage. It was the consequence of the spell when they hit the ground.
Oh no, I'm fully aware. We're going to deal with falling damage after a second when we've determined what Mike is going to do.
Oh, falling damage. Yeah.
Actually, double falling damage, because Earthbind causes you to fall at twice the normal rate.
Oh dear God.
My spell does... the spell itself did not inflict damage, though.
Luma,
Yes.
that's completely irrelevant to this conversation. Mike is currently about to take double fall damage, so we're working on Mike's thing, and then we will get to everything else.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I thought you were saying that I was taking the
No,
damage.
you're not saying that.
That's not
Okay.
what we're saying.
Alright.
20. That's a 22 damage
To
because I
yourself.
rolled an 11
To
to myself.
Okay.
So you just see
Remind me
like
what Stunning Strike does.
so
On
stunning
the-
strike based you make a Constitution save, and if you beat, you have to be at 15.
Okay.
So you see me, I just imagine like I punch, and all of a sudden like I nearly pass out. I'm low. I'm still up, but I'm low.
That was 2d2, not 2d20.
You are correct. Brain.
Damn, you rolled 2 critical 2s.
Yeah, I was about to say, I did not critical fail twice on advantage. That's not happening tonight.
No.
Alright, 10. So the griffin is stunned. Wow, y'all just really like to make my job as hard as humanly possible, huh?
I don't
Correct.
know what the fuck they're
A little
doing.
bit.
I'm over here looting bodies.
Good for you.
Mm.
I'm proud of you. You are the
Thanks.
only person I'm okay with right now.
Yeah.
Because we're not
You're the
getting in
only
the way.
person who is not actively gaining negative campaign karma right now.
That's
Are we
on
not
them.
supposed to be doing? Are we not supposed to be doing this?
I wonder if interfering with the divinely provided griffin is a bad idea, you guys.
Huh, I wonder.
Damn, I wonder.
It has double advantage on strength saves and magic resistance. I wonder if this is a bad idea.
Oh, fuck.
The griffin's trying to steal my fish. I want my
Yeah, the griffin-
fish.
The griffin and Leica are also now taking 6d6 falling damage.
Yippee!
This
I
can be
don't
dealt
think-
How's
with
it
Actively kill.
66? It's only
Uh,
30 feet.
at double
Because
speed.
it's
One-
falling at double speed, therefore taking double falling damage.
Basically
Mhm.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Normal falling speed is 30 feet per turn. It is falling 60 feet per turn, which is double the normal velocity.
And it is 1d6 per 10 feet.
Ah.
The griffin is taking 21 damage.
Griffin loses its temp HP. It had 4 left. So it will take 17 damage. And I will take the full 21 damage.
Did I tell you how much HP the griffin had originally?
No.
Okay, the griffin started with 57 HP.
Oh.
Okay. I'm taking 21, was it, or 22? 21.
21.
Okay, that puts me down to 16.
Cool.
This can be dealt with.
Alright.
Can I roll
Well,
for...
since you've all handily presented yourselves as very tempting targets. Alright. We have one singular stunned griffin, we have one fish, and we have...
One ship in the distance in an alternate plane.
Yeah.
Does it break Leica's like? Does it break the grip on Leica at all?
No.
This isn't
No.
this isn't unwilling. This is willing.
Wait, you're willing?
I chose to, I chose I chose
got
to-
on.
I
That
chose
was
to
the-
mount the griffin and engage with its emotions.
The
Can
whole
I,
conceit of last session.
can I see if I can? Because like we were there. Can I see if I can figure out if that's what's going on here? Is this like a?
Okay. I'm going to do a thing. I did not want to do this thing, but I'm going to telegraph to you as clearly as possible, in character, what is going on here, okay?
Okay.
You have struck the griffin. The griffin has taken damage. Damage has rebounded to you. I now need you to please make a strength save.
All right. Eight.
Awesome. Alright, as you strike the griffin, and as it hits the ground incidentally, you are blasted backward 20 feet by a suddenly flaring maelstrom around the griffin. We're talking like full-on hurricane force wind just whips out of nowhere and chucks you backward. And there's in the middle of it, at the eye of the storm, is the griffin with Leica on its back, and there's a glowing sigil over its forehead as it just makes direct eye contact with you of a single bright glowing orange kingfisher in the same shape as the one from Vogler, the one that you recognize as the symbol of the old dead god of the sea, the one who didn't come back. but instead of being the typical light kind of sky blue that it is in all other depictions, this one is just burning orange and dripping fire like hateful venom as it just glares you down, almost like it's seeing straight through you. You're not there. There's something behind you that is the perfect outlet for this thing's ire. You do not take damage from this, but you are shoved backward.
Huh.
Guys. God. I just point at it, I'm like, God. That's a god.
I would say so.
So, like,
Sorry.
how you doing in there?
So do I take a turn as normal while, in addition to like whatever the stuff is going on?
You may do whatever you wish within the bounds of being on a griffin.
Okay. Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna dismount the griffin or anything. So I'm still angry. Are there soldiers? We're on an active battlefield. Are there soldiers close by?
At the moment, the old fray from the current fight going around you is slowly closing in on you as the Kalaman soldiers that you have currently liberated retreat, and others try to make their way towards the opening you've created.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look over to Luma. I'm going to take a free action to speak. You hear her kind of like, you can see the kind of white in her eyes as she's taking whatever energy this thing is giving her. And for a moment you hear her start to give that kind of low, almost song-like growl before she turns to words. Cease binding this creature. She's asking you to stop binding it. Or the thing.
Are you casting Charm Person, or did you just drop that in the chat?
I am going to cast Charm Person. If he does not, I'll comply.
Got it.
But I am first, just as a free action, asking him. Luma.
Earthbind fades. Almost immediately, because this is a party member.
So again, I did not want to cast Charm Person.
Cool.
She's showing you that she is still in there. I just put that up there so I could double check it if I needed to. Because the next course of action was not to hurt him, but to use the magic to have him stop. Because I believe that would be considered a reasonable quest for a person to do. I'm then going to. So the Griffin cannot move right now; it's stunned.
It is stunned.
I can move it. I need to double check a wording of something.
Okay.
I do not believe I set up my torrents. I know for a fact I cannot use the extra attacks. I do not believe there's a restriction on me using the torrents more than once per turn.
No.
So I can use the same torrent more than once. So since I have my action, I will take the attack action. I will transmit both attacks into unarmed strikes, and I will use, since it is the 6th turn of combat, because I was counting, I will use all 6 of my mana flow points to cast the shift ability twice on the Griffin, propelling it 30 feet forwards and up towards the boat, over the battlefield. So,
Alright, so this is an edge case. We never determined if this movement was forced, because if it's not forced, the Griffin's move speed is 0, period.
let me double check something.
So does this ability force someone to move, or give them the option to move?
The Earthbind is presently down.
It's
That's
still
not
stunned.
what we're discussing.
It got hit with a stunning
Alright.
strike. I believe it is optional movement, but I'm double checking what the stun condition does.
It should be incapacitated, which is 0 movement.
Incapacitated.
For one
Can't
round.
move.
So
Oh,
after 6 seconds, it's gonna wear off.
Okay, yeah, it cannot. So I can't do that.
Okay.
It is using its. It does not have reactions. It cannot. Oh, actually, it has a bonus action. Huh. Incapacitated creature. Oh wait, it has a movement too.
Are you sure about that?
It's incapacitated. It shouldn't be able to move.
The stun condition says a stunned creature is incapacitated. Oh, can't move, can't speak. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Incapacitated, the condition says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't say anything about bonus actions or move actions. But the stunned says it can't move.
Okay. So I just got my language wrong there. That's fine.
Yeah. So I don't think I have any way to move it towards the boat, but
just wait 6 seconds. It'll wear off.
I know. Rain. In that case, I'm going to give it more because the griffin took damage and I did too. So I'm going to give it some more defense stuff. And fuck it. Denny, are there any people on that boat?
Not close enough to see yet.
Then I am going to take my action to sing and try and call the boat over.
All right. Well, the good news is the boat's already headed in your direction.
Is the boat with Kellerman or against Kellerman?
I don't think you guys can see the boat.
Yeah, it's in the nether dimension.
Okay. Yeah.
The boat is a metaphor for Laika's mommy issues.
You're so right.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we had any details on the boat, but okay.
So I'm going to take my action, perform, try and call over the boat. For performance, that would be a +9 for singing.
Okay.
That's a 28.
All right.
To kind of call over the boat, and and then as the other thing, bonus action, I'm going to give the griffin some more temporary HP. I don't know if that matters. Does that matter? Should I roll that, or just say that it happens?
It can, in fact, matter. Yes.
So I will roll that. I'll roll that, but we don't have to go over what the roll is now.
Okay.
Just kind of because I gotta find it. And that's my turn. Because I can't force you to move.
Cool. The boat draws closer in your vision, and as you begin singing, so does the fighting on the underlayer. As just all of the people who are too wrapped up in fighting to resist start coalescing in your direction. And the boat gets closer as well. So they're sort of layered on top of each other.
Fair enough.
From your perspective, the boat is sort of in the center of the largest pocket of fighting right now. Alright. Twint, you find stuff.
Hella stuff.
Some stuff.
Dwarvos maybe seeing anything weird because of his connection?
I am grubbing for
Not his
loot.
god. Yeah, so soldiers don't really carry that many valuables with them into battle, so unless you want to pick up, 100 daggers and swords and various other weapons, it's gonna be, 30 copper.
I will take the 30 copper and way too many daggers. How many daggers and swords?
Now,
What's your
I
carry
do
weight?
not enforce carry weight most of the time, but I am going to enforce carry weight. You can have as many daggers as will not over-encumber you.
Fuck!
And that is your job to figure out, because I'm not doing the math on it.
There's always that one weapon specialist in every military unit who just pulls weapons out of seemingly the ether.
Yeah, that's not Twint. Twint's just a hoarder.
He's trying, man.
I am! So, as many daggers and... what is it, normal swords?
Short swords.
Short swords.
Pretty sure
Okay.
daggers are lighter.
So I am currently 94 pounds, almost 95 pounds.
Is your
Of
carry weight?
just
No,
of just daggers?
stuff that I am carrying right now.
That's before daggers.
That's before anything.
That's
my God.
it's his weigh-in for the eating competition.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Man's about to start consuming pure iron.
Yeah.
He's going to have such a headache, but he will never be anemic again.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck
Throwing
is
dagger, throwing dagger, throwing dagger, throwing dagger. Just. Oh no.
I am looking for things to get rid of. I don't think I need 7 days of rations.
We generally keep rations in the cart, I want to say.
I can
Twint
get rid
literally
of
just starts
that.
dropping every piece of shit he owns but isn't using and being like, fucking, that's more daggers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little loot gremlin that he's like, pulls out a pack of food, goes, "No, I don't need that." Grabs more daggers.
I'm imagining he's doing the fucking, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah, but every time he does it, something else falls out of his bag.
Oh no.
Like just a random compass, some rope, a map.
Oh my god.
Shush. Oh right, I don't need the a rusty Calaman helmet. I don't need that. I think I gave that away.
It wasn't a Calaman helmet, but yes, I do believe we gave it away.
Yeah.
Or you just didn't ask for it back.
Or that.
Yeah.
How's everybody else doing? The fighting's getting closer.
While I
I'm just
figure out
I'm
some
just
math.
like I'm just trying to like
Sorry, continue.
figure out what the hell just happened because I just saw like a god being like fuck off.
That's basically what that was. I'm gonna go tend to the people that we have rescued and start healing.
Got it. So there's a slow trickle out of the marsh entrance, which you have just cleared. But as the fighting is moving closer, there are fewer and fewer people managing to escape.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of wounded. Like we can't really go into numbers because I do not have an exact scale for this fight, but we're gonna say there are like more than 36 seriously wounded people. There are a lot of carrying wounded, not a lot of walking wounded from this fight.
Damn. Well, let's get started. Let's get the non-walking to be able to walk as a step
Alright.
one, and then we kind of
Are you using magic or medicine?
both.
Okay.
Whatever I got. Yeah.
So expend an appropriate number of spell slots, and we'll do medicine checks later.
Okay.
So here's
could
the
do, like,
math.
Pick one.
1 pound for 2 gold pieces, or 2 pounds for 10 gold pieces.
Pound of what?
A dagger is 1 pound for 2 gold pieces. A short sword is 2 pounds for 10 gold pieces.
Oh no, dude.
Math was always my strongest.
Trying to fucking privatize the money supply, like fucking, I can sell this for this much. He's doing the math.
Math was always my
He
strongest.
has to be now because he's a thieves guild member and he has
You're right.
dues to
He's
pay.
trying to make fucking bank for the thieves.
Yeah.
So he can become a member.
That is in fact one way to do it.
I imagine
Sounds
Flint
from
just
Portugal.
going like, these people on the battlefield don't need their weapons. It's free real estate. The short
Yes.
swords are more valuable.
That's free real estate. That's free real estate.
Well,
Wait, encumbered or like over encumbered?
that one's up to you.
Like, what's
there
my
is
like limit? Like,
If you want to be over encumbered and be incapable of walking, you are perfectly able to do that.
all right,
Honestly, I will let you choose to be completely immobile for the sake of it.
But then you may have trouble escaping the war that is approaching.
I'll just put myself in the
yeah.
cart. It's fine. Because like natively, I am encumbered. Just natively with all my other
Good.
stuff.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh god.
but you're
Just
not
dump
going
your
to
shit-
enforce
dump your
it.
Shit in the cart and make a second trip.
Oh no, if you choose to loot an active battlefield, I'm going to start enforcing it for you specifically. Because you're making me do loot tables for a battlefield.
Great.
Oh, no.
You've chosen this for yourself.
Yeah, I have.
Yes, man.
Oh yeah, 30 pieces of copper.
You want to turn D&D into Diablo? Let's turn it into Diablo. You have an inventory limit now. You get to play Tetris with your items.
You don't fucking make me.
Oh, I will.
Yeah,
I
I
will
know.
do it. I will draw your inventory for you and make you fit everything into it grid style.
I've played years of Tetris.
Good. Alrighty. Actually, we're gonna do this Deus Ex style. Everything has a Tetris shape and also a weight.
Oh, that's actually the worst, though.
I love that, because then your sniper rifle takes up half your inventory physically and weight. It's great.
Anyways, Pancake, I can cast, because I have 2 more third-level spell slots left, because I only spent 1. Two spells of Mass Healing Word, which is 2 bonus actions, which is 6 people each, so that's a dozen people.
Okay.
And then I could do a Prayer of Healing, but that takes 10 minutes. I'm not sure if we have that kind of time with battle coming close.
Not likely.
That one is up to you.
Not. And then I'm going to probably go find someone to... Let's see now. I can't do cantrips.
So, Luma, how you doing?
Oh, 1/3 level spell slot and all of my first level spell slots, and nothing really gonna be useful.
I mean, there's a war out there. So...
There is. I can either cast 1 fireball or fly and cast a bunch of first level spells.
Magic Missile is a thing that hits multiple people with first level spell slot. And I think it kills grunts just natively in this war.
Yeah, I think it does.
If you're fighting minions, it does just straight up take them out.
Okay, I can't do anything about Leica. Leica is a lost cause at the moment.
Like,
All right.
that's waiting for you to stop.
I can't do anything about the Griffin because Leica is on the Griffin and it's likely going to hit both of them.
I know.
I'm going to drop concentration on Earthbind, recast Fly on myself, and take off because being on the ground inside an active war zone is way too dangerous for me.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go up about 60 feet. Yeah, probably 60 feet. And I'm just going to start casting Chromatic Orb and Magic Missile into the chaos and try and hit anything that isn't a Kalaman soldier.
Alright, fair enough. Hey, Leica, how's it going?
Somewhat try and avoid hitting nobles, but at this point, nobles are as dangerous to Kalaman soldiers as the enemy is.
Debatable.
I hope you don't mind.
Bro, I don't care. It's your character.
What are you doing?
48 short swords and 3 daggers.
Holy shit.
It is just short of over encumbered.
Is that when
you are
shit in the car?
personally responsible for keeping track of where all of those go when you inevitably have to put them somewhere so that you're physically capable of moving.
To be nice, I'm going to help Twint out, and I'm going to carry 1 dagger. 1 dagger.
If through my flying I find a Starsteel sword that is not presently in use, I will either pick it up or, if it is too heavy for me, point it out to Twint.
You better make up a fucking pound on that one.
No, point it to me because I have room to carry it.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Pancake.
If I point it out to Twint.
Alright, it is Leica's turn, and I've been ignoring everyone else until Leica's had a turn.
Remember when you said that?
Ocean, what did I just say?
Alright, so the boat is approaching. The griffin is now unstunned.
Yes, the griffin is unstunned and can do things.
Would you like me to make an animal handling check at the beginning of my turn?
I would like you to do that, yes.
Disadvantage this time, or no disadvantage?
You are still currently at disadvantage on that check.
That is a 13, which I believe is the DC.
DC is 12, so yeah, that passes. Alright, so the griffin basically immediately, as soon as it can move, rockets itself towards combat. Just the large pocket of soldiers where everyone's fighting, it hurls itself into that area.
Okay.
I have not yet rolled the d20, so I will do that.
Please roll the d20. I have enough HP to survive one of these. That is not a 15 or higher. I will not get much.
Correct. No damage on any lower than 15. So, you successfully avoid damage as the griffin starts laying into everyone around it, and you are close enough now to the ship to start making out details. Like, there's a crew sort of scrambling to keep the sails up. They're trying to straighten the ship out as it's beginning to sort of curve, specifically around you. Like, you're the point of the storm that they are trying to avoid. And you make out a single figure sort of standing transfixed at the prow of the ship, hanging off of a rope, staring at you, but he's too far away to make any real details out other than big sailor dude.
Does he seem... I know I'm not really able to make out many details, but I'm going to do a vibe check. Is he aggressive? Is this an aggressive vibe?
Absolutely not aggressive.
Okay. So it seems more like he's up there observing me than he is like, fuck it, I'm gonna stab that bitch.
Uh-huh. And the anger, it finally takes on a shape. It's no longer just feral rage lashing out at everything around it. There's something directed at that ship. Like you felt with the wyvern, there was a trespasser in your territory, someone who should not be there, who needed to be removed. But now, fully refocused on the ship, which in the real world is the soldiers who are actively trying to kill each other. But now it is, to you, it's a 3-masted, massive schooner. It's a transport ship. It's a civilian vessel. Most likely it isn't armed either, but it is, to you, the transgressor in this instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should not be here. It deserves to be destroyed. How dare they?
Okay.
The gall of these people invading your space.
This was a safe space. This is my...
It was. It was.
So I'm still singing my absolute head off with that 28 from earlier.
You sure are.
And I assume people can hear me. I'm just kind of shouting at the top of my lungs from atop this thing. This thing's drawing a good bit of attention.
Yep.
So...
And as much attention as any other ball of fury and feathers would draw if it started killing people wantonly in the middle of a battle.
Okay. So the griffin is just landed now and is tearing into people. Just
Yes.
Alright.
slashing
Indiscriminately.
at me. Okay. Indiscriminately. So I'm going to I don't know how's the best way to word this. Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. You have passed the animal handling check, which means if you so choose, you can redirect its hostilities away from Calaman's people.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to redirect its hostility away towards Callan people. And with the song I'm singing, I'm going to... I only have Charm Person left, which is a single target spell. I know this isn't quite how magic works, but, But I'm gonna do something. You can tell me if this doesn't work or this works or whatever happens here. But so I have 2 spells that I have once per day, and they're both verbal spells that involve singing. As I'm a siren, I would like to not necessarily cast them targeting anyone, but just kind of leech that energy out into my song. So not specifically targeting the effect, but just kind of releasing this vicious song filled with these energies. As much as I can. Basically, what I'm
Please
going
mute if you're going to be coughing and sneezing.
what I'm going to do mechanically is, I suppose, like try an intimidation check. Basically, while I'm atop this thing singing, I'm going to take my performance and try and use it to intimidate or unnerve the soldiers that that the Griffin is tearing into.
All right.
So basically, if I can, I'm trying to pour the magic that I have left for the day into this, and just broadcast this eerie, magical siren song on this thing. Both into the real world and the boat, because, again, sailors and siren songs, bad history. They're the thing to avoid.
Uh-huh. I think in this specific instance, that is a reasonable and creative use of your racial abilities. So, you may roll an intimidation check if you so choose.
Okay. Intimidation is generally strength. Should I use strength for this?
Intimidation is charisma.
Charisma. Should I use charisma for this?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. This is singing, but it's not a performance check, so I don't add my modifier for being a siren. And that is a 5. Would I have advantage because I am currently atop a griffin that is tearing the shit out of people?
Honestly, yeah, I think advantage would be reasonable here.
Let's see it go lower, because that would just be my luck.
Let's get a nat 1 here. I want to see it.
That one, let's go. 14.
That sucks. Alright. The tide of battle noticeably changes in this particular area, as even the observers in the party, sort of the rest of the fight fades out, and all you hear is the wailing of the griffin screaming its anger. And this eerie, haunting melody that's driving you away from the battlefield. The retreat noticeably speeds up at this point. And the Dragon Army soldiers falter. They don't, fall back and start retreating at all because, they're winning. But they their charge kind of loses a little bit of momentum as they run directly into this wall of retreating Kalaman soldiers and Griffin. You have created another small pocket of safety for the retreating forces.
And the song is, for flavor-wise, it's the same kind of screeching, but it's singing almost in the background, this melody like a sailor's tune. Kind of like, a sea shanty, the ghost kind, like the, you know what I mean.
The spooky ocean melodies.
All hail, hoist the colors high.
Yeah.
More the kind of sailor song about sinking ships and dying people, and how deep the bottom of the ocean is.
Something about Davy Jones' locker.
Oh, the Flying Dutchman and its raid. Those are sails. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my turn.
Yeah.
And it is, I assume, using its turn to kill.
Yes. You begin, at this point, to kind of understand the shape of the anger, like I mentioned, but also understand that it is not really the griffin that is angry at the moment. You are reliving a memory of something else from a completely different source, which has totally overridden the griffin's mind and is now trying to leech itself into yours. There is an outside force here trying to channel itself into you.
I see.
Alright, back to everybody else. How's that retreat going?
I feel like at this point, I'm just like grabbing as many people as I can, getting them to their feet, go, 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 we are leaving!
Yes.
Alright.
And then I did a bunch of healing. Roughly about 14 people expending 4 spell slots.
Good.
You want to make medicine checks then? Once you're out?
You can make medicine checks, you can do command checks to lead people. You have a lot of options within the bounds of trying to get people to leave. And specifically, Ajan, can I get a command check from you? I believe that's a straight d20 at this point.
All right.
For him, it is.
Yeah, I'm still not much of a commander.
I think I
Not
have
yet, but we'll get you there.
I think I have a.
I think
Nat 1.
Awesome.
Heck
Hell
yeah.
yeah! I am just
there it
screaming
is.
and looking the wrong direction.
People are more scared of the Griffin than they are listening to you.
Hey guys, that thing's a vengeful god. Wait, why are you running?
God.
we were retreating
Good.
this way. Stop scattering. Stop scattering.
I'm-
The retreat that way.
Fucking A.
I
gonna
made
give a
this
shout
worse.
as
Oh, I
well.
made this so much worse.
Mhm.
I'm like, someone else do it.
Oh God. I'm gonna give a shout as well. See if I can get some more people to come over. Help out with medicine if they're able. If not, I will help as I can. I'm already spread thin enough.
Okay.
But
You do have followers as well, like in the midst of this.
yes,
I would like to remind you.
I
Oh,
have a singular follower. She is up here.
I would say Iriad is also in the. Actually, you have two because you had a Derek guy.
So tactical map does not matter a whole lot in this exact instance. We're doing Theater of the Mind. I have the map up because I needed to remind myself what was going on.
Okay.
I'll also
Notes
say
and
that we
things.
don't have to go over it, but Iriad is helping Dormus heal people.
Awesome. That's actually really helpful. I don't want to expend all my spell slots and then we get jumped on the way home. That would suck.
Yep.
So Iriada is working silently and with more considerable determination than you've ever seen, as she reveals herself to actually be quite the expert surgeon.
Expert.
She doesn't if she doesn't cast spells to heal people. She pulls out a medicine kit and starts going to town.
Awesome. I will focus on the magic portion of it.
It is at this point that you have used enough of her skills that we reveal she has expertise in medicine.
Let's fucking go.
That's now useful to know.
I'm gonna have, I think both Derek. Yeah, both Derek because he's technically the commanding guy at this area. He's not ready for it, but we'll have a conversation
Doing
later.
his best, I swear.
I understand that, but he's still just a little guy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
He's just a little guy.
Exactly.
Just a little guy.
I'm gonna have both the followers give a shout. I will do the same. Try and get some people over. So we can start packing things up and start heading back to Kalaman.
All right.
Would you like to go over my thing now?
What would you like to go over?
25 swords, no more.
No, I would not like to go over that.
Pancake,
I would
Pancake,
like
do you
to
want me
ignore
do
it for the
rolls?
time being.
Okay.
Do you want me to do command rolls?
Yes, you may do. You may use command rolls if you so choose.
Okay.
Yeah, please fix my little fuckery.
The benefit is I have proficiency. 14 for me.
All right.
And then
You,
there's also
you managed to get enough people going in the right direction that people are starting to follow you. They're not. You are not like the de facto battlefield commander, but you're the person yelling and making the most sense right now.
And then do you want me to roll for Derek as well?
Are you having him issue commands as well?
Yes.
Then yes.
Cool. What is his command?
His command is +3.
Oh, same as mine. Nice.
Because these are the people he was leading.
Yes. Great. He got a 9. He's just kind of a little guy.
Just a little guy.
He's mostly backing up what you're saying. He's doing his best.
Okay.
Yana's also joining in. She's there. She does not have proficiency, but she's helping.
Okay.
They
I
are
feel like
funky little
she's better
guys
on her
doing
feet.
their best.
I feel like she's probably better moving around on her feet, just kind of like, hey, let's go, kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Instead of like
Yeah,
yelling.
she's also not great at medicine, but she's sort of like running around, tapping people on the shoulder, passing messages, doing all that.
Exactly.
Just getting people moving in the right direction. And also, generally, if you have any questions, ask the dwarf.
It's always ask the fucking dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Twint, do you have anything to do that does not involve an ungodly number of short swords? swords.
At least it's not 48.
Like, say, investigating a steel if you can find Star Steel on the battlefield. Like that might be more specific than just I grab every short possible.
All right, can I do that?
I'll help. Can I help him?
You may both roll investigation if you so choose.
Cool.
Okay. What's my investigation? Not great.
+5. Okay.
It's a number.
I find it funny, Pancake, how earlier you said you're the only one not getting bad karma for this
Oh.
game.
16. Not terrible.
Yeah, that was before the stupid number of swords and having to draw up a loot table on the spot for a battlefield. Because I
8.
forgot all of you play Skyrim.
I don't. I've played like 10 minutes of Skyrim, and that is it.
You play D&D like it's Skyrim.
You do. I
Alright.
don't.
Anyway, I somehow did better investigation than the rogue. So
That's objectively the funniest possible outcome, yes.
Yes.
Good job.
It's because he's short and you're taller. That's the only reason.
I put him on my shoulders, and then I realized he's really heavy because he's carrying a lot
I
of
like
swords.
the idea that I also like the idea that Ajan does not have proficiency with weapons, so he doesn't know what he's looking for or what he finds. He just
I
knows.
know what weapons are.
No, but like what kinds of weapons are like the difference
Right.
between different kinds of swords. You're just like fucking found a sharp thing.
I'm like, I know what Star Steel looks like. I'm like, look for the really special shinies.
Yeah. If
Do we
you
see
find a
anything?
really special shiny, then I can drop all 25 of these swords. I'm just looking to do the Thieves Guild thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like looking around because I'm more concerned. I'm like, I just don't want these to fall into enemy hands.
I'm looking myself.
We'll cross that bridge.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I know.
Do I
The
see?
of the checks.
Well, it's either 25 swords or 125 daggers.
Please, God, no.
Anyway, Pancake, results of those checks.
The results of these checks are... So, originally, you do not know how many nobles or how many particularly armed, Starsteel armed nobles were in attendance. But there is not a lot of evidence of them having died.
They ran.
Give me one sec. I
Oh,
need...
God. They probably did, too.
Yeah.
Okay. I need...
Needs to find his list of Star Steel
Why?
weapons.
There. Yeah, that. I definitely totally have one of those. I do. It's just not here. No, I need you. Okay. So,
It's a shopping catalog at this point.
it is.
It's a hit list. Let's go.
Immediately notable is that you know for a fact Baccharis the Younger was one of the, like, head honchos of this attack, right? Like, his dad stayed behind in the city, but the younger one was fired up to go beat up some dragons, right?
Oh boy.
He's not here. You don't see him at all. You don't even see his body. Man's gone.
So either he's alive and he escaped, or he's dead and they took him.
Or
they
they
took him alive.
captured
Or they
a bunch of
captured him.
nobles.
Or he went traitor. Or they captured him.
God,
Yeah,
that's even
there's-
worse.
Well,
But-
if they go traitor, that's an even more reason to kill him.
Yeah, but like he's not here right now.
Mm.
Can't kill him right now. He's not here.
Yeah,
Also, his clothes
it's
are
like,
expensive.
on the Ajan, now that he knows how to write, he's gonna pull out a list and he's just gonna start a kill list or kill question mark list. Gonna put that
What you
down.
do find
number
is the
one.
body of a very well-dressed man in Kalaman colors, who is very extremely dead, and does not have any evidence of weapons on him whatsoever. In fact, he looks much like a man would look if Twint had just gotten done looting him.
Cool.
All of the pockets turned out, armor ripped open, stuff like that.
Oh fuck!
Yep, that's to be expected.
Yeah,
They
okay.
stole
Like-
good stuff and took it for
Yeah,
whoever else.
Did we find a weapon? No, but we did find very valuable information.
Mm.
yeah. Well, on the plus side, we have information. On the
And
bad
short swords,
side,
don't forget, you have a lot of short swords.
yeah.
Yep.
F. Twint has a lot of short swords. The fucking
I'm gonna-
gremlin himself.
Just to be extra safe, I'm gonna pat the guy down, see if there's if they left
If,
anything.
if there's a magic item hiding in his codpiece.
Basically,
Oh, not anymore. There's not.
Not anymore.
God damn it.
You find specifically his codpiece is laid to the side on the left.
Yeah.
Someone already stripped it and looked.
Ah, man. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna be I'm just going to assume that anything of value at this point has been fully stripped from the battlefield, except the swords. And we'll look over twint. Except for most of the swords.
Yes. I could do
Well-
48, but I don't want to.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. I'm gonna just, if there's anyone who's, wounded, I'm just gonna pick them up and carry them. And just
All right.
get
There are a lot
get
of
everybody
things.
clear.
Good service you can provide.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
just...
We also have a cart to put them in.
Yeah, I'm picking them up and throwing them in the cart. Somewhat gently.
Because of how many people cannot walk, we're attempting to make the people who have a possibility after heal / medical attention to walk so that they can walk, and the people who cannot walk in the cart so there's room.
Yeah.
That.
I just feel like we're just getting everybody moving.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if this grosses out anybody, but you did just remind me this image exists, so I need to inflict it upon you.
Go for it.
Oh, that's not so bad. That's it's a famous grave site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
remember.
one of
who
the
it is.
necropolises from
Yeah.
Bro, he balling
Near
on that
I can't remember
trumpet.
exactly where.
Yeah, it's a big inspiration for Faramazula and Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm
Good to
just
know.
not going to draw any attention to anything within the image, and we're going to move on,
Bro,
and
he's
you're
got
not
a
going to...
fucking
Oh, what the daggers, the gold, the
We're not going to talk
the
about
various
it.
rings and circlets. Okay.
Bro, he got a
Oh,
trumpet.
and
Yeah,
the cod
various
piece.
rings and circlets, definitely. That's what we're talking about here.
Yes, and the cod piece.
Yes. We'll just dance around that for a little while.
Yeah. that's
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah, you guys.
bro, I just work here. I don't know what you're
Get the
talking
cart rolling. I don't know what to do about
Yeah.
I also don't know what to do about Leica.
Ooh, I know.
Anyways, how are
I'm
you
gonna-
doing?
I think I'll just kill her.
This is a shot in the dark, but I'm going to. Can I get Y on the horn?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, kid.
Hi. There's a lot going on. What's up?
All right. You know our friend. You know Leica, the nice fish lady.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you see where she is?
Y just points to the griffin. She's over there.
No, but I mean, can you?
Keep an eye on
Here's
it.
the thing. There's something weird going on there. Can you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
See? Can you try and go up there, or connect with her in some way, or do something to see if we can see what's going on there?
I know we were gonna go back, but I have one comment I need to make very quickly.
Go for it.
I'm just imagining why going through the fucking death scene from Pleasant Woods. I was gonna say she's over there. I don't mean metaphorically, or poetically, or literally. She's over there.
I mean, there's that.
Anyway,
I mean, I guess? I don't really know what you want me to do.
I need you to check.
Go over there. I could definitely go over there. I can get you over there. We could go over there together.
Wait. It doesn't seem to really want us to intrude.
well, she didn't want you punching it. It seemed like.
And when you say you get me over there, is it that thing where you just change gravity and fling me in a direction?
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I'm not. You're doing it. I'm not doing it. You're doing it. But, we could do it.
What do you mean I'm doing it? What do you mean I'm doing it? I'm not doing that. You're doing that. I can't
I'm
do
not
that.
doing that. You're doing
Turn
that.
the monk into a football.
I can't do it without you, so
right.
obviously it's you.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
I can't do it to anybody else.
I'm gonna flip a
Have
coin.
you seen me do it to anyone else?
One.
I haven't seen me do it to anyone else.
I'm gonna flip a coin. On a 1, we do it. On a 2, we don't do it. Okay, we're not gonna do it. But
Okay.
it was like, no. Do not throw me over there. Or don't let me do whatever.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure if I do that, I'm going to get launched into the air. Get onto the Griffin. The Griffin not going to want me to be there. Throw me off, and I'm going to fall down.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. But can you at least go over there and tell me what's going on?
Sure.
And, however, the curiosity has peaked. Definitely, Ajahn has definitely peaked in terms of that. He is going to try that. Not up towards the Griffin, but like just forward. I'm just going to be like, okay.
So, okay, this is interesting. Exactly what are you doing to try to make this happen? Like, are you using the Force here, or are you just trying to make it happen? Like,
well,
what is
I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of like when it happened. So I'm thinking, okay, every time this has happened, it happened a long time ago from like session 2, where it, like, I'm like, okay, there's somewhere I need to be far away, and I need to get there quickly. I'm like, what do I need? And I'm gonna look at something that like needs my attention far away. Oh my god. There's one thing that needs my attention that's far away.
Okay, why we're doing it anyway?
Fuck it, we ball! Screw the coin toss! Here we go!
Okay. I have no idea what to have you roll for that.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just imagining Ajahn just like focusing on like pick his pants.
Okay.
Farts.
I have a better idea than making you roll for that in particular. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know that does not work.
Oh.
But I am going to have you roll insights.
Wait, it's like, you guys seen the Sam Raimi Spider-Man? Where he like loses his powers briefly. I'm back! Jumps off the roof and lands. Oh, I'm back!
Yup.
I've imagined something like that.
Yeah, I love those movies. Even the third one.
Yeah. They're so bad and so much fun. But like they're bad in a good way.
Bad. They're just good movies.
They're bad in a good way. Like they're very charming. They're just very goofy. Anyway, Nat 1.
Awesome. But yeah, you have no idea why it doesn't work.
What do you... like, why is still probably going over there? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Why is already where you sent her? Like, she's gone.
Yeah.
I use like too much verbally. I apologize. Anyway.
I'm just like, fuck this! I fully faceplant, fart a little bit, get up, and I'm like, that was stupid. I'm gonna talk to her about that later. Keep going.
Alright. Luma, how's it going?
Am flying
You
and
are?
shooting people.
Good for you.
Pretty much, I'm just going to be... I think I'm going to cast Magic Missile twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think 4 darts each casting.
So level 1, it's 3.
3 darts. 3 darts each casting. I'm gonna cast it twice, and just at whoever is trying to hamper Dwarvos' retreat.
That is everyone.
Yeah, but any enemy soldiers, pretty much any enemy that tries to hamper his retreat, or if a noble tries to stop him, and force the soldiers back into combat or whatever. Just try and make things easier for Dwarvos to get people moving and out of here.
Fair enough. The nobles themselves as a class are not necessarily a threat. They were the first ones to retreat.
Of course they were.
Alright. So that is going to give Dwarvos advantage on his next command roll. If there's anything else you'd like to do.
Other than spreading the word that we're leaving, not really.
Fair enough.
I'm just flying over the battlefield yelling where a commander... No. Not where a commander can be found. Just yelling at Kalaman to get out of here.
Alright. Dwarvos. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
Oh dear, what would you like?
Given the 50-50 shot at retreat, you'll never guess what's going on here.
Ah, yes.
In the absence of your direct leadership, they're not fleeing to Kalaman, they're fleeing to the nearest defensible fortress, which happens to be Wheelwatch, as they all, basically make a beeline for the road and just start running.
This does work.
You're the wrong way!
No.
Oh,
God, it's like herding cattle.
okay.
Even
If they
worse,
go that way,
Yes.
if they go that
Yeah.
way, they actually will get a
Oh
lot
yeah, because
in the sense of like.
what am I saying? Cattle are easy to herd comparatively.
Yes, they are. I mean, I do have domain abilities that'll help them heal, which is great. But at the same time, we probably want to get them back to Kalaman, where they came from. So, where's the nearest horse?
there are a lot of horses around. Would you like to attempt to steal one?
Yes, I would.
Alright.
Is there
That
one
is
with
the animal
$11 on
handling.
it?
Thievery? What?
It's okay. Okay, this is for lawful reasons. Fuck off.
This is what we call in the business a police again.
What are we stealing? I wasn't paying attention.
A repossession?
Yes.
Hey,
I mean, the
Hap,
rider's probably dead, right?
Of
Yes.
what are we taking?
I am taking. I'm getting up to shenanigans, okay?
What are
Alright,
you
please
taking?
roll animal handling.
Oh, how far? Why is it lethal?
Roll animal handling.
Who said anything about lethal?
Okay, never mind. Real quick question.
Too many people talking. Nobody knows what's going on. What is happening?
Am I close enough to just yell, or do I have to actually go there?
I mean, you could start yelling, but the people at the front of the line probably aren't going to hear you.
I'm actually
As of right now, trying to lead from the back is probably going to add to the confusion, actually.
most likely, yes. I'm assuming I'm kind of going back and forth between a little bit of battle and towards the carts to help heal people up. So I'm gonna say I see people. In this situation, I'm probably nearish to the cart, so there's probably spare horses just kind of chilling. Maybe.
There are also just war horses, like their riders are dead or they're just running. There are a lot of horses. What would you like to do with
Nat
this
20 for animal handling.
Awesome.
Okay, that's what we needed to say.
What horse would you like? A war horse, a cart horse?
I'll fucking steal a warhorse, they're faster.
Awesome.
They're also huge, and you're a dwarf.
I know that. I'm well aware. I've lived long enough to know how to deal with this.
Alright.
You got a nat 20 on animal handling. I'll believe anything he says right now. Alright.
I'm gonna have to ride my ass towards the guys who are running the wrong way and point them the right way, yelling at them once I get to the front.
All right. So if I tell you there is a draft horse-sized warhorse running around, like Clydesdale-sized warhorse, that gives you an idea of what size of horse we're talking about, right?
Is that the one I'm riding?
Yeah, it's the one you find.
Well, they'll see you.
Yeah, that no fucking kidding.
So you make a break for what appears to be a sort of bay horse, sort of yellowish fur, is what I'm getting at. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so bay horse.
Lovely color.
In just full gallop right now. I'm basically gonna pass right by you. You just reach up, grab the reins, hop in. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And there's a moment of almost deja vu that washes over you as you hop into the saddle, take control of the horse, pull it up, and as it rears back while you are trying to get control of it, you hear this very, very faint but deep growling voice at the back of your head. Lead them well, dwarfos.
Of course.
You are, after all, the servant of a god of war and craft.
Yes. But also judgment. Among
Oh,
other
yes.
things.
So,
Literally, the god of my people. This is going well.
indeed. So one might say you have a divine right and responsibility to lead them and lead them well in this circumstance.
Yes.
So what would you like to do with this responsibility?
Step one, let's get to the guys who are all the way in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the horse to the side, tell them it's the wrong way. If you want to return to your families, head the other direction, basically.
Alright. We will come back to that.
Or basically head back to Kalaman is the other way.
Mhm.
You'll basically receive all the help you need.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah.
Alright.
Probably also follow me. It's kind of hard to miss a big-ass warhorse.
It is a little bit, yeah.
And I'm not exactly hard to see. I am a
Red wolf
well-cladded...
rolling full metal armor, yeah, with probably a holy symbol on it.
Yes, on both sides. Probably on the shield as well, although it's green shield.
Also, you're
It's
wielding Greenbeard's shield, which is...
a
These
fairly
people probably don't know
recognizable-
him, but it's relatively recognizable symbol.
Yes, yes. So, that's what
All
we're
right.
getting to. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. We will get back to that. Micah.
Hello!
Hello. I would like an
Uh,
animal handling check, please.
Disadvantage or flat?
You are still at disadvantage for now. For reasons.
Okay. That is a 12, so that will also pass. So I
Yes.
will again keep it from killing Kalaman soldiers.
Alright.
As best I can. At this point, I am closer to the center of the fighting. Can I see the ship any better and those on it?
You can. You can also sort of make out thoughts from the other presence. And it's less words and images so much as it's more of like a running emotional narrative. And you can finally make out the guy on the prow.
Mm.
Completely unarmed sailor. And he is not cowering like the rest of them. They're all scrambling to, batten down the hatches, get themselves put together, trying to avoid the center of the storm, as you now see that within the ocean around you, you are at the center of a massive swirling whirlpool. And you also sort of sense through the memory that you directly are the thing they are attempting to avoid.
So okay. This ship is Brain, since I have questions. So I'm getting the vibe that this side of it, this reality that I'm kind of peering into, is the memory.
Mhm.
And that in that memory, I am the Griffin, the memory the Griffin experience and I'm experiencing is rage at these people for trespassing, and they are trying to avoid me. So we have a real Charybdis situation going on here.
Yes.
Got it. And I am Charybdis.
Yes.
Love that for me. Love being Charybdis.
The man on the front of the ship looks a bit like you in the sense that he is... How do I put this? You're an archaeologist, right? So you're familiar with, at least in theory, the biology of the old world, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a sect of elves, which are not the Cetaceous elves, but they would eventually become the Cetaceous elves, right?
Yes.
They were called the Varanok. That is what he is. So they're not fully aquatic elves, but they are more amphibious. They have the ability to breathe underwater, but they don't fully live underwater, and they're not at home there. They actually originated from an island chain in the southern hemisphere, and sort of migrated their way towards Krynn in the early days of the settlement of the continent.
Okay.
Ancelon, I'm sorry. The continent is Ancelon, the world is Krynn.
Okay. And this is a very important question because I do not want to metagame in this case. Did I see at any point in this the Kingfisher symbol?
No.
Okay. That was only seen by Ajan in response to the Griffin. Got it.
Yes.
So I'm not aware that that symbol is involved in this case. Got it. So sorry, I'm thinking in character what my character would think of this situation.
It is a lot of things.
I will offer you one small bit of information in that regard, which is that as the ship finally draws close enough for you to make out the details of the man on the prow, he's not the captain. He is, by his dress, he's a normal sailor. And in fact, you see the captain at the helm desperately trying to steer away from you. But you don't necessarily make direct eye contact with the sailor, as your eyes are drawn to him by the memory itself. Glowing, iridescent green eyes in the manner of most of the Varanok, because they were primarily nocturnal, therefore the name. Species of elves. And you feel, again, like you were going back to the desert, right? Except this time it's just the sheer weight of centuries. A form of loneliness and misunderstanding that you can't quite put into words just suddenly smacks you in the gut as you focus in on this one person who isn't afraid of you, who is staring almost in awe of you.
Okay.
And for a moment, you feel the backward stretch of years, memories within the memory of all of the time for which you have existed, in which there has only been fear, there has only been anger, and you have been the embodiment of the wrath of the ocean. You remember drowning and destroying and wearing away. You were erosion incarnate. You were the end of all things. The depth to which all must sink, and from which all originally rose. If you go back far enough, you remember a time when you were all there was. And then, within his eyes, you see a new possibility of a people who don't fear you, a people who embrace the royal, who ride willingly into the maelstrom, stare it in the face, and do not fear. And you understand that there are more like him, and they don't fear you, they embrace you. While all of his human companions are running around terrified, he's simply enjoying the storm.
I understand, and I have a thing that I would like to do. If it's possible, you can tell me if not. Because I now understand what's going on here. At least I think I do. This boyo is me. Okay. I get that. I am going to try and, since we're in this kind of weird state of me and the Griffin linked together, sharing memories and thoughts and experiences and emotions, I'm going to try and take my action, place my hands on it, and instead of trying to control it, I'm going to try and let my memories and my thoughts flow into it, my feelings,
Okay.
and recall my childhood, growing up in the ocean, learning of it, my own philosophy that matches this man of that the ocean is not a thing to be feared. It is simply a thing that does what is natural for it. That there is no destructive entity, that it is only when someone encroaches that it reacts back. That we do not need anger, we need kind of we're too good for this shit. A little bit.
Okay.
We are this amazing thing. We are the ocean right now. We do not need to give into their fear and become what they wish us to be. We simply act. We are here.
All right.
That kind of philosophy that I have from my oath and from my mini oath and everything.
Mm-hmm. And within the bounds of that connection, the griffin begins to sway, and its hold on you loosens while the memory remains. It seems to agree with you, actually. And it's no longer driving itself forward so much as being driven forward by the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever presence is inflicting those memories on it is now the driving force behind this encounter, the thing with which you must interface.
Yes.
You have won over the griffin.
Got it. Can I? Does the third presence feel active, or does it feel passive? Like it's
Very active.
got it. Is that my turn?
For now.
Okay.
Also, you did not take damage this turn, so congratulations.
Noted. I'm
You have
going
dodged
to
that fate.
take a bio break real quick as
All right.
as the other people continue the retreat.
So do we manage to get them out? Like, are we now on the road at this point?
The majority of the forces are on the road. And
Okay.
Dwarvos, as you are riding to the head, you hear very distinctly Yana and Darret both yelling, "Rally on the green shield," as everyone sort of turns to the person on the warhorse.
Damn, you're picking up the mantle.
Picking up the helm, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, this ought to be good.
All hail green shield!
Oh no.
I yelled that, but I pretend it wasn't me.
Stop. Everyone looked at you a little strange.
What?
I didn't say anything. What?
What? What?
Nothing.
You heard nothing.
But you said Clydesdale sized? Like draft horse style?
Big
Oh, that's-
draft horse size warhorse.
That's a big fucking horse.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's a big boy.
Talking 6 foot at the shoulder.
I'm about 6 foot. Those things are huge.
Yeah. I love horses. Anyway.
I do too. Okay. Is there anything you'd like me to do? Any rules, any of that jazz?
It depends on what you are specifically doing. You said you wanted to get to the front and start yelling, basically.
Basically,
Alright.
yeah, start yelling. Follow me to safety. Bring them around the other direction towards Kalaman.
Alright. That is going to be a command roll with advantage because of both Luma and the Divine Presence.
Amazing.
Actually, I'm going to be honest, that's probably double advantage.
So you do want me to add a +5 to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
As a treat, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while. The rare occasions I roll a 20 doesn't ever happen. It's the first time I think this campaign I've rolled a 20.
I think it may be the first time, yeah. If it's not, it's like one of 3.
Well, it counteracts because I got 2 nat 1s today.
Correct.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
It's okay. We love you anyway, Mike.
You be the first.
I guarantee I wouldn't.
Love is a luxury that I cannot afford.
Get loved, my dude.
Another nat 20.
Oh my god.
The karmic swings in this game.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is very
I'm
funny,
having a good
especially
time.
after you said bad. We would have bad karma from them attacking the griffin.
I'm just happy I'm rolling 20s. I don't do it often.
I didn't say bad karma, I said bad campaign karma. It means I, the DM, am gonna do terrible things to you later because of that.
Your actions will have consequences.
Fair enough.
When will
Christian
you
will remember
learn?
that.
Yeah.
Alright. You ever step away from doing something for a while, and you come back to it, and it's easier than it ever was?
Yes.
Yeah,
And you just
fresh set of hands, fresh set of eyes.
Yeah, and you just find that you are the best you have ever been, and it is the most naturally easy thing to do in the world.
Mhm.
Not only do you have their attention, but you see in the moment where you take command, Dwarvos, you have their full heart and mind. You are the officer, the master and commander, and they will do anything you say for the next couple of seconds.
For now, it's... We shall retreat to safety to Kalaman. And then I will point my sword that way.
Alright? They will follow you
Amazing! It wasn't that
as the
hard.
full retreat begins.
Yes. The wounded, obviously get them on the cart.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, we kind of get going.
Yep. With the Dragon Army forces now completely occupied by a wizard, a fish, and a griffin, and whatever other bullcrap is going on back there, you manage to now take all of the remaining forces off on the road.
Okay. Is there a rough guesstimation of how many that is, or is that closer to like 30 or 40?
Oh, we're talking still a good-sized army, but again, I did not have exact numbers going into this. We're going to say there were several hundred soldiers at the conflict, and you have a pretty strong amount left.
Probably like 150 at this point. Into the
Somewhere in that ballpark.
rough ballpark. I like that number.
Yeah, you are not looking at a complete loss of all of your forces, which would probably have been a different story had you either failed your command rolls or not been as effective evacuating people.
Yes.
Or the distraction's been less distracty, and oh fuck, oh shit, oh goddamn.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
the
that.
distractors are doing awfully well.
Yeah, they're still back there, by the way.
You've got a wizard currently fucking air bombing them. Sorry, carpet bombing their
Wizard can
forces.
fly. I'm not worried about him.
All right.
Currently, they're following me. So if I go back, they're gonna follow me. So,
That's a reasonable assumption, yeah.
Yes.
I would assume so. I'm not trying to like play, oh, send them that way, and then go back. I can't.
Mhm.
I can't.
No.
At this point, because of the stage that I've taken,
Mhm.
me taking the helm. No, it's me going that way. I'm sorry.
You've chosen your own fate. Alright.
The others should probably get on the cart or something, or yeah, start coming along.
I guess I'll just run alongside.
That's you are fast as fuck. I'm sure there's a spare horse you can just want to or attempt to.
I don't know how.
Fair enough. I
You
forgot.
can try.
I'm in a campaign.
Can I try?
You can
it's like I have the equivalent of a learner's permit with this, but I'll give it a shot.
Go for it.
Is that animal handling?
Yes.
Oh, I'm actually not bad at that.
No, good. I imagine.
But
I imagine that Twint is still in the back of the cart with his unholy amount of stuff.
It's only
16.
50 pounds.
It is an unreasonable number of swords for one person to be carrying. That does not have a hammer space dimension and a harem of anime girls. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
anyway, 16.
Oh boy.
You successfully mount a loose horse, and it sort of runs away with you. But because there's a large group of other horses, it's mostly staying with the herd. which is
How
the
am I
army.
doing? How am I doing?
You're definitely on a horse, and it's not wildly out of control.
It's following the rest of the horses and the riders and the bits and the bobs, probably heading the same way I am, probably.
As I'm running, like, this is progress!
It does not take you long to figure out the controls for a horse.
Congrats, you have ridden a horse.
Congrats.
Yep.
Now, if you roll the next animal handling check, can you no clip with the horse?
No.
No. Can you travel with a horse? I.e., clipping into a hill or a tree like in Skyrim and flinging it across the map.
yeah. Horse
I was about to say, can we get the horse to backwards long jump?
Kick flip
all
the
the-
horse.
2 minutes is all it's going to take to get to Kalaman. That's it.
Yup.
Sorry, but it's 8 hours, to do the setup for the glitch.
Can we travel across all of Ansalon on a horse? I didn't say riding a horse, I just said on a horse.
The horse might die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Exactly.
Never said a living horse.
Just,
Never said
you just
ride.
smash the tilde key shortly before you land, type in TCM, and just immediately exit. Thump, horse dies, you're fine.
God, why do I have the image of Radon's horse in my mind? Fucking you go, little man.
My flight spell lasts 10 minutes. After
It
that,
sure
I'm
does.
thinking I'll land on the front of the cart.
Alright. That leaves Laika.
Yeah, it does.
Yippee!
Yippee! Animal handling check, please. No longer at disadvantage.
I'm ready to fail this check. I'm ready to finally not have disadvantage and to fail.
Well, you're not taking damage yet, so you're doing alright.
Good. 1d20 plus 4.
I cannot roll above a 15.
Crit
today,
fail
can I?
animal handling.
Let's
I'm gonna say,
go.
if I might flavor this a certain way,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and my plan this turn was to interface with the thing, the other side, not the griffin. So
Uh-huh.
I am not in any way controlling the griffin's actions at this point.
Good. The Griffin is no longer angry, so it's actively attempting to retreat without you giving it any further
Oh, cool.
commands. However, it is also locked in the extremely disorienting double layer reality, so it's very confused and not doing a great job.
It does make sense.
It is, after all, an animal with no comprehension of self or present or past or future.
Bro,
It has
what the
no idea what's happening to it.
What the fuck
now.
is that boat thing? Why is it up there?
Yeah, that.
But yeah. On my turn, I was going to try and interface with the other side, the thing that's providing the memory, that's active in this thing. I don't know.
Yes.
So, am I able to kind of connect with that?
The connection's already made. It's a question of what you'd like to do with it.
That's a very good question. I have thoughts. One of them is a bad idea, but I think it's the best idea I have.
Okay.
So, I will take the wisdom of a bajillion ages of the entire ocean. So we're gonna download that shit on our Kindle.
That's about 7 terabytes. It might take a hot minute.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try and force the exchange open further to
Okay.
draw more on it. Because again, it's kind of it's giving me these feelings of 1,000 ages. Instead of fearing or rejecting that feeling and that kind of connection to this entity, I'm actually going to open it more or offer it basically offer myself up to open it, to accept it. And I'm going to give it a message as I kind of same thing with like Griffin, kind of pushing my own thoughts back. Message is roughly I was gonna say, they will always fear what is strong, what they do not understand. But it is not our way to hurt them, or to act against them. It is simply our way to act. To do as we must, as we always do. And react accordingly to what they do. We do not intrude here. on what is their territory and what is their land. But if they choose to intrude on us, we shall not change our course for them. Gonna say,
Okay.
you, me, and this, and I kind of like poke I'm motioning to the griffin emotionally. I don't know. I was gonna say, we shall share this. The excitement, the knowledge, the fear, the experience. And I'm kind of opening myself up to feeling this thing's pain of being hated for ever and feared forever. That's kind of the general thought here. We're in this together now, at this point. Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah. You open yourself to the grand tides of time and the ocean, and they welcome you. With a growing pit in your stomach, like the source of all magic and the source of all life, the familiar embrace of the abyss. And you hear in the back, not in the back of your mind this time, it is a physical presence whispering in your ear, having grown stronger from this connection back to the mortal plane. The tide does not care what the rocks or the sand or the dirt think of erosion. It does not care what its nature does in damage. It only cares that it must be the tide. Do you understand the storm, little one?
I understand. For the storm is as it will be. The storm does not destroy, it simply acts. It is energy, it is roiling, it is chaos. Anything in its path it shall crush against.
Chaos is just another word for life.
I understand, as best as one with my limited experience can. And I will accept that in this I am with you, for as much as I can take of the experience which you hold, and as much as this creature can take.
And there's an odd quiet for just a moment as the shattered second in which you are currently existing, the split dimensions sort of coalesce, and you are standing apart from the entity that you were inhabiting and also the man on the ship, and you see a massive sea serpent, the size of a mountain, curling itself, its own motion and the rise of its body from the waves being what caused the maelstrom which is currently surrounding the ship and sucking it down. As it stares with cold reptilian eyes down at the single figure on the ship not scrambling to get out of the whirlpool. And there's a moment of calm, and then just a tinge of sadness to it. I might one day tell you what happened to them. But you have ridden well. You have embraced the storm, and it will in turn embrace you. Go, like it, with purpose. Be free, little one. And the dual reality shifts back to fundamental reality. You are back in the present, on a griffin, being attacked by people in red armor.
This was definitely where I was 100 years ago, before all those fucking memories.
Yeah. So, two things have happened. First of all, you have an instinctive understanding that the griffin is going to do whatever you tell it to, and you have now gained our first prestige level of the campaign. For faith in your god and service to her purpose, as well as passing her test, you have gained a prestige level in Beastmaster.
Ooh.
And that's a hell of a beast.
Beast
Yeah.
Heart?
Yes,
Beast Heart. I assume with the Griffin as the beast, naturally.
the griffin is your beast, yes.
And again, the way I read the class, this isn't like this is my beast, I master it and control it. It's more we have an understanding.
Correct. It's still a feral animal, it's just you are now part of the pack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah. With that, if I can kind of take off, I'm gonna have it let out. I'm going to let out one last howl, kind of aligned with it. Look down at the men in red armor around me, and say, "Death faces all who comes to the storm at Kalaman. It is waiting. Walk into it if you do not value your lives." And attempt to take off with the griffin.
Alright. Roll intimidation one more time.
Okay. Okay. That is intimidation is I believe a +3. That is a 12.
Alrighty. I will keep the results of that hidden for now, and you manage to escape with your life. And the griffins.
Yippee!
I will, at this point, note that Laika and her griffin are absolutely soaked in blood. Just walk through a rainstorm of gore kind of look going on.
I'm going to approach and kind of try and land with the caravan as it's heading back to Kalaman.
You kind of have to land a little bit away to not spook the horses, but you successfully join the caravan.
You could just fly with the caravan.
Well, I want to land because I want to talk to you guys because I kind of fucking dipped after saying some whack shit in the middle of a battlefield.
This is accurate.
This is true. And you can get healing, and the griffin can as well. Once we're back, so we have things.
Yeah. Once I see
Speaking of, you do not manage to get a single word in before Iriata charges you down, rips you off the griffin, and crushes you in a hug, saying absolutely nothing.
Hello, air, please.
Can't help you.
You will not get air for several seconds. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also profusely bleeding from several wounds during this.
Yeah. Everyone else sees Iriata just doing the hug wiggle, right? Except Laika's just this flopping ragdoll in her arms.
Fucking like a fish out of water, goddamn squirming.
Yes.
As soon as I see Laika covered in blood, I just kind of point to her chin, and I'm just yellow something right there.
Actually, does Argon join the hug? He seems like a hugger.
Oh, of course I'm a big hugger. I get right on in there.
Joins the grab the fish hug.
Yeah.
I kind of relent to the hug for the minutes it happened, for how long it happens.
Okay.
Lima is going to cast Prestidigitation to clean off all parties involved, and then join hug.
Alright.
You got some explaining to do. Why you have a new pet?
Does the griffin have a name?
Does the griffin have a name?
I think it does.
Right.
What was the name of that sea serpent?
Bella Maria.
Bella Maria. I'm gonna give it the name of the sea serpent. Wait, actually, one quick question. That wasn't the name that I had heard for the sea goddess from the Sandman, did it? Was it?
It is, in fact.
You know what? I think the griffin can still be named Bella Maria. I think it's a good name.
I also think it's a pretty good name.
I was gonna say, this is Bella Maria. I met them once before. As we were fleeing Kalaman on the river, if you recall. She was filled with a rage by
Bella Maria.
By Bella Maria, or by the spirit of the ocean, the god which I follow. I could feel that it was.
I can't remember if you wrote this down or not, but the modern name for your god is Zeboam.
I did not, but I will in a minute.
It would be helpful for you to write that down.
Yeah, I will in a minute.
Maria is the archaic form of the name.
I was gonna say,
spelling it out? I have no idea how to spell that.
I think
You Ocean would know it as Zeboim. Zeboim.
It's a poem.
Okay. I was gonna say, she just kind of as she's let have air. Now clean, still still her very hurt. She just kind of says, "That was. I had told you that my god had mentioned that a maelstrom was coming. Turns out that was Bella Maria, and also me. She was possessed by the spirit of the ocean. Its roiling, chaotic energy, feeling as if people were intruding on it, feeling people fear it. I did my best to calm her and the spirit of the ocean, to show that I understood and that I was willing to take that with it, the fear that people have in it. And it seemed to have worked. It seemed to have accepted my place in helping and understanding it.
Yes, that's very nice to you. Did you have any idea how close you came to bloody dying out there?
Very.
Good, as long as you understand the situation.
But
At which point, Iriata pulls out a fistful of fire and just slaps it onto the closest wound, immediately searing it shut.
I was gonna say, I just kind of like wincing as that happens, but still kind of going on. But everyone could have died there. It was a conflict where each and every one of us laid down our lives, and the people that had been there before too. Even the people on the Dragon Army side. I did come close to dying, but many people did. I
jumped into a fucking flying dragon.
I was gonna say I kind of look at Brain, her. I look at Iriata, and I say, I think you understand. Your sense of duty for Kalaman? People were risking their lives.
No, I understand duty. I don't understand jumping on a wild animal in the middle of a fight.
That was...
I don't understand any of you sometimes.
You
see Iriata's... You see she just says, I don't have a good response to that. But
of course you don't. Your little midget over there is out there looting swords in the middle of a fight. Godly number of blades in the back of the wagon. We could have been using room for the wounded, but no, we had to heal them up because he's just sitting over there on his little dragon sword. You got a monk out here jumping into the air on the back of a friggin' dragon. Something wrong with all of you, I swear. Every single one of you.
You're very emotional right now.
I don't know why I put up with any of you, she says, as she's actively patching up Leica again.
I just kind of give her another big hug.
Just like...
I don't have a response to that, but I know she's not leaving, so I just give her another big hug.
Yeah, she doesn't calm down so much as she sort of slumps into you.
Alright.
This is out of character, but I have to do it. You see here, she just starts singing, "We're all in this together."
No.
No!
Out of character, not any...
Yeah. I just go to Iriata and I'm just like, listen, you're gonna keep rolling with us, you're gonna be seeing some shit.
But
may as well enjoy it.
She says that, but she enjoys every second of it.
I would like to formally introduce all of you to, and I kind of motion to the Griffin, Bella Maria, a new companion of ours.
I offer a hand to shake it.
Sort of eyes you warily, but does not bite you.
Okay. Good enough for me. So, does it understand us? Or is it just an animal? I don't know.
Those are pretty smart.
Well...
Wait, but are we talking like smart like a gorilla is smart, or smart like a person is smart?
I have a minor setting question. In other settings, griffins are generally used as like royal pack animals and beasts of war. Does that happen in the setting?
No, griffins are apex predators that live in the wild and eat people.
Fair enough.
This is the equivalent of riding a lion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But lions are pretty smart. She is intelligent, like most animals are. It seems she's more accepting or putting up with us as members of her family. That understands her.
That is fine by me. And
Ajon, it's best if you give her a wide berth when walking near, though.
I don't think
I'm going
she's...
to cast. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on the Griffin to clean them off.
well, first off, I'm also a seafaring individual. I don't necessarily worship the sea god, but I think we're pretty tight. Right? Look over at the Griffin. We good? We good? We good?
Hey, broski, are we tight?
Joseph?
Having come from a non-religious monk order that had no real affiliation with any divinity, you're probably pretty tight with the ocean god.
Alright.
He didn't kill you.
Yeah.
Well, one of them didn't kill you, and the other one didn't turn you into a leopard, and they were both sort of known for that kind of thing, so...
But yeah. So, I just kind of...
Alright.
We continue to retreat, I guess, unless we want to do more in character stuff. But again, I'm just gonna kind of stay quiet as I get patched up.
Give the caravan some space. I don't know if people are really down to clown with the Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll be what it'll be. I mean, it did hurt some of them, but it also killed a lot of Dragon Army soldiers, so we're
Killed a
kind
lot
of
of
neutral on that one. Like, several dozen Dragon Army soldiers died to this thing in the grand scheme of the whole time it was there. Remember, it was there before you showed up.
Yeah, this thing was fucking fighting in the conflict. I believe it was fighting the combat until it found the Dragonel, and then it repeatedly chased them fucking down for like minutes on end.
That's not terrifying at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how we roll here.
So we'll work out the Beast Heart Companion stats later.
Yeah, totally fine.
For now, I have one last thing to mop up, and then we can do some in-character stuff.
Okay.
Alright. I need to have a chat with my little friend.
Yeah, so she's back, by the way, but we're gonna get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
As I stretch, sorry. Ow! Sorry, I've been slumped over my notebook for a while now. Okay. So, Luma.
Posture check.
Yep.
Yeah, that. Actually, hydration check real quick.
Oh.
Luma. That's a lot of dead people out there, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
It is, isn't it? It's been a while since you've been around that many dead people, huh?
A good dozen years or so.
Do me a favor and roll a charisma save.
Boy, this ought to be good.
Working on it.
Okay.
I'm just double checking because I know we're gonna work on the opinion. I'm just trying to find the other level 1 Beast Heart stuff. Okay.
4.
Right. So while you're working on cleaning off the Griffin, the whispers do not subside, and your blood begins to boil with remembered power. It would be harmless, in fact, just to take a little bit of that power, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. Oh look, actually you already have. As you feel necrotic energy surging up from the ground through your feet, invisibly, undetectably, and you restore a level 2 spell slot. And the battlefield rests just a little bit quieter, as the spirits of the dead are shepherded to where they must be.
Go
That's all.
bother someone else.
Oh, but they can't. And you know they can't.
He goes back to cleaning the griffin.
Okay. How's everybody else doing?
I be doing.
Just staring at
Sure.
Twint's collection.
It's the collection.
Yep.
Riding horse.
Yeah.
Why just sort of perches on your shoulders? That was fun, wasn't it?
So, I don't know if that's the term I would use for it. Can we have a talk?
What we're doing right now, isn't it?
Yes. Anyway, you said that when I do that thing where I move really fast, that's not you that's doing it?
Well, I mean, I can't do it without you. If that's what you mean.
Alright. So, you can only do that to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is it that you're doing exactly?
Lashing. I'm lashing. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not lashing. Lashing is something we do. And she sort of stumbles, like the words just won't come out. So she sort of fights with it for a bit and then moves on. Later, we do that later. But I can help, but I can't make you do anything, and I can't do it to anyone else.
Huh. Is there any reason why?
I think so. I think it's one of those feelings that you were talking about. Like, it just doesn't feel right doing it with anyone else.
Care to experiment with me a little bit?
Well, I can't really do it unless we need to right now.
Okay. So, when the need arises, you can do that little flash?
But only every so often.
Okay.
You're not an oath keeper. I can't give you everything that I don't have it. It's you, but I can't let it out.
I'm not a what?
If I
Oath
may
keeper.
interject real small.
Go.
I believe we have heard this term once before. Why used it to describe the person that was summoned, the sand person? She
Yeah.
described them, or no. She used it to describe the Starsteel blade. She called it by a name and said it was an Oathkeeper. If I remember,
Said it was an oath keeper's blade.
An Oathkeeper's blade, yes. She basically said the blade had a name, that it had forgotten stuff, and that it was an Oathkeeper's blade. If I'm remembering.
Can always count on you, Leica. So,
That's out of character. I'm just reminding because it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
hot.
That's okay.
In character, this was like 2 days ago. But
Yeah.
Swampy and Leica are the living brain of this group, I think.
yeah.
We would remember almost nothing. Alright,
Same with my campaign. Thank you, Swampy.
That's okay. We love you, Swampy.
But all right. So, tell me about this oath, or at least what you know.
Well, a lot of people take it, but nobody really means it anymore, because you can't mean it without a lot of things that aren't really here anymore.
The old
And I don't-
gods?
You said I was part of a god?
That's my best guess at the moment.
Then that would probably make sense.
So, I'm not one for words. I'm not one for big, bombastic oaths. But I stick to my guns, and I'll tell you this why. Can I try and like put my hand on her shoulder, if that's possible?
She's very small, but you can try.
Right. Just very like a finger.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Mhm.
You're an annoying little shit. You cause so much trouble.
Uh-huh.
But despite all of that, I care about you, and I want the best for you. And I mean that with 100% of my being.
Uh-huh.
How's that for an oath?
It's a start.
It's a start I'm willing to make. So, tell me about your day, kid. Tell me, what did you find so fun?
I was sleeping for a while, and then I woke up, and then we've been doing this for a while, and now the ocean's back, so that's fun.
Well, tell me a bit more about why you think that's fun. What about it is fun?
Oh.
You just feel happy?
I mean, I don't really get the feelings thing that you keep talking about, but I mean, I'm not. You described sad to me, and I'm not that.
All right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're happy, but usually when you say that, well, you said you're having fun.
Well, it's usually one or the other. You're either happy or you're sad. You have to be one or the other, right?
Not at all.
You can also be depressed.
So there's a movie called Inside Out that I think we should watch together. I'm kidding.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and
This session is just a bunch of fucking movie references.
Yeah,
please, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I was dreading this session for 2 weeks. I'm okay with it just devolving into movie references. This is fine.
A little campaign silliness is always good.
Why were you dreading it?
I'll be honest. The last session just kind of killed it for me. I did not want to do this.
I feel that.
We did lore this time. Look at the lore we did.
I did, and I feel good.
The lore, the progress.
So here's the problem. I hate I hate combat in general, but I especially hate mass combat because it is really hard to make it interesting, right? So how I made it interesting was I had a boss fight that got absolutely eviscerated in a single round.
Sorry.
And then I was stuck running 7 more turns of 2 different armies I did not care about.
But Pancake, look, we turned it into a fun little retreat thing where we're trying to do tactical.
I'm so glad. And now we're done with mass combat. I get to run actual villains. I just didn't want to do the cleanup on the last session, but it's done now. I'm free.
Yes,
and it was even Pancake. It was even fun doing the strategic stuff.
I'm glad. I'm really glad.
Did you enjoy the strategic stuff that we're of getting out and
yes,
stuff? Good.
I did.
This is a good thing.
We are eventually going to have to work on the fact that your answer to everything is violence, but we'll get there.
We'll address that.
In character was a great starting point when they tried to punch the griffin.
I know, character-wise, it was great and it made sense, but I also know all of you are super low on HP, and I didn't want to just outright kill you with a god's wrath.
I am at 7 HP right now, so
this is a learning opportunity for our group to use violence a little bit less.
Yes.
I really hope
now we're talking about our feelings.
Yes, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm just going to explain to why is that emotions aren't on and off. Emotions, you can feel a lot of things at once, and sometimes you can feel nothing. every once in a while, just ask yourself, am I happy? Am I sad? Or am I not? That's a start. And if you don't know, try and work it out. Do you feel like smiling? Do you feel like frowning? Do you feel like crying? And when you ask yourself that, just try and give it a name.
I think his
So-
name is George.
Not literal. Okay.
I'm very proud of why. I'm proud.
This is like speaking, like, I have a 4-year-old nephew. This is what it's like. Okay. What do you feel like doing right now?
I've been through the 40-year-old stage 6 times. I have a lot of experience. Don't test me here.
I know.
I've had this conversation with actual toddlers.
I know. That's why I know you're so good at it.
I'm just so happy it's finally paying off.
God.
Alright, sorry about that. I am in the easily distracted hyperactive stage.
It's all
I
good.
apologize.
It's all good. I'm just gonna look at why. I just want to. Why? What do you feel like doing right now?
This.
Talking with me?
Oh, whatever this is. He sort of gestures broadly. This is alright.
Do you like talking with me?
I do it.
Okay.
I don't want to
If you had-
stop.
Well, so if you don't want to stop and you choose to do it, you could easily just, go away and not do it. So I'd say you like doing it. So maybe talking with people makes you happy.
Maybe.
We'll say that for right now, you like to talk to people.
Seems about right.
Okay, so now you know. We're slowly but surely figuring out what you like.
Mhm.
All right, good talk. Good talk,
don't mean-
champ.
I don't mean to interrupt the character, but I have a selfish request, Mike.
Yes.
She said something. I think it'd be appropriate for Arjun to ask a follow-up question. She said the words "the ocean's back." Could you maybe ask her to elaborate on that?
See, what's so funny is that I was thinking about Ocean, Ocean, like the player. I was like, oh right, yeah,
Hello.
not that Ocean.
Why
That's
does
the
not
Ocean.
Why does not
That's-
have fourth wall knowledge?
Yes, okay. Hey, why can we back up for a sec? Why can we back up for a second?
Sure.
You said the ocean's back.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean?
Like, it's back. It means what it means. It went away. It's back.
Are you talking about Leica? Or are you talking about
Not specifically.
the sea god?
I don't remember what gods are like. Is that a god? Is that what gods are?
Leica, get over here.
Huh?
Okay. Why? Tell Leica what you told me.
Effectively just repeats everything that was said within the last 15 minutes.
No.
Like, starting from and just runs straight back through.
I do not stop her at a breath, and I kind of encourage him not to stop her.
You do eventually get back to the part where she just offhandedly says, and now the ocean's back.
Why? Do you recognize the name Bella Maria?
Uh-huh.
What does it mean to you, or who is it to you?
Just sort of shrugs. Just, it's another one of the ocean.
Okay.
And there were two. I don't know where the other one is. But this one's back, so that's okay.
Got it.
Huh.
I So remember how we were counting gods? This one she says with kind of like a bit of guilt in her voice.
Is that in reference to what my god mentioned of one of them was held back?
Maybe. Well, apparently the ocean's back today. I knew I was interfacing with the ocean, Bella Maria. I didn't know that they weren't here. You see, like, guilt. She's like kind of doing the like kid thing of rubbing her arm, like
Yeah.
like trying
Now
to
what?
avoid Iriada's gaze specifically.
Well, how does it feel to be the avatar of a god?
Basically.
Not the Avatar, the Supplicant.
The supplicant.
Does Y say that, or do you say that?
I say that. The DM says that.
Okay.
Well, why? It seems like I know Bella Maria now, and they're a companion of mine, and of this Bella Maria too. And I kind of motion to the griffin.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
So I may have awakened the god of the ocean, brought them back fully. Sorry, not sorry, but I. She's like trying to not. Because again, the fucking with the gods was something we had talked about not doing that much if we didn't have to. Because it's very confusing.
Well, that's out the window.
Yeah, a little bit.
This party's a nice bit of chaos. I like hanging around you a lot.
It's all in good fun.
Well, so I have a question. Why?
I might have an answer.
You never do, but we're gonna try.
Almost never.
Yep, there we go, kid. You're getting it.
Very.
Now, why are the gods so interested in us, particularly? There's a lot of people in the world. Why us?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you. I know you,
Who's she pointing at?
Ajahn.
The one she's always following around.
Yeah, the one she's stuck to.
Yep. Physically, like literally. Okay.
I mean, you said it earlier. You say it, and you mean it.
I always mean what I say.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There are so few people left in the world that mean what they say. Like me.
Well, there
Almost
aren't
never
that
mean
many
what I
people left
say.
who can say what they mean.
Well, do you see any? Well, so my question is I've never once prayed, like ever. It's not. That's some monks do. That's not what we do.
It's okay, neither have I.
Well, yeah. Well, you are what some people pray to. At least I think. We're still not quite. We're still not 100% on that. But I'm just trying to ask. Is there something up with this group? I know, like, Dwarvos, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It's a cleric.
I pray all the time.
Work,
It's healthy for you.
yeah, he prays all the time. Leica, has been devout to the sea god for a while.
Not the sea god, just the ocean.
The ocean.
God's not involved.
Yeah.
But that ocean fucking slaps.
Yeah.
The god is a new development.
That ocean is sick. Like, but, like, why are you hanging around, like, me, Twint, Luma? None of us pray. The only thing I do is beat up pirates. Because I think they're dicks.
Luma kind of freezes at that comment.
I mean,
I'm gonna say I noticed Luma freezing if that's alright, but I'm not gonna act on it immediately.
Yeah.
More a private
Sure.
conversation. But like
we'll deal with that trauma later.
We'll deal with that trauma later. That's a problem for that's for when we get back to Caliban. And I can corner.
Luma, were you a pirate?
Were you a pirate?
You'll see.
I just kind of
Anyway,
I just kind of try and like grab Ajah's attention so he doesn't linger on
So he
it.
doesn't notice.
I think
Yeah.
it's less about that we're devout and more who we are as people. What calls the gods to us. if I remember correctly what you said about your god, there's someone that values people who take action. You don't need to be devout to take action. The people of Kalaman, they're simply people. They're acting on their own. Those that follow Gert use them as a catalyst to make an effort for good change. But it's them as good people who want to make change. You seem like someone who wants to help people. Twint seems like someone who has a curious mind. And is interested in
And
exploring
grubbing fingers.
that too. I'm not totally sure what Twint's god is up to. But I'm sure they have their motives and reasons. Not all of the gods were morally good, but they simply are. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. But they have taken an interest in us. And we have found each other. Through their influence or not. And I think that it's simply up to us to, like my god gave me, take the opportunities they give us. To do
If
right
it wasn't
by.
you, who else would it have been?
Exactly. These are simply the tides that have come to us. And we should ride them to the best of our abilities. I kind of motioned over to the griffin. I saw an opportunity here to connect with something that I felt connected with. I don't know if you have similar feelings, if you have had them or will have them, but I encourage you if... Sorry, my dad's cracking a pun in the background.
Good.
Good.
Hey, Swamp
He said he had-
Dad.
He said, I have that feeling towards lawnmowers.
Please remind your dad that I love him.
That is the most dad comment.
Please remind your father that I love him dearly.
Hey, Swamp Dad.
He's not like in the... he just heard me talking. He's not like...
I know that. I would just like you to at some point remind him.
I will do. Okay. Brain, where was I? I just kind of motioned at the griffin. It seems like the gods and their actions are rippling out in this world now. We can see Tikaisis and her dragon army rising, the ocean in its chaotic royals, and I assume your gods are trying to do what they can too, to interact with the world as it is, and they simply will. Dwarvos in a more active way. Twint seems to be watching their actions. Luma, it seems you've connected with something, although I won't pry about what, and I can't necessarily answer any questions about it. But we are here, and it is simply for us. There's no one else, and I don't think we need to consider what would have happened if it was someone else. But today, it's us.
Well, guess we'll just ride the waves then.
Yep.
And if that's the case, guys, I have a confession to make. I have not been fully honest with you guys.
Hey.
Yes.
Of what variation?
It's not that I lied. It's just that I kind of held back some things. Yes, remember how I've been really obsessed with finding out what happened to my monastery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you
That
find
is
out?
part of it. No.
Okay.
It's not just the monastery. There is a person in particular that I have been looking for. This may come as a surprise to you guys, considering the everything about me, but I am married.
Like, he seems entirely unfazed by this information.
Luma just looks over with a yeah and expression.
How does Dwarvos and Twint react? I gotta know.
It's not uncommon amongst the.
Twint is
The races
probably
that don't want Islam to
sleeping,
get
curled
murdered.
up with his daggers.
Just cuddling daggers. That's not
He's a
dangerous.
pile of short
Twint
swords.
is doing what Twint decides to do.
His fucking
Yeah.
dragon horde, I swear to God.
This kid, I swear, he has the dragon sickness.
Shush.
Maybe he is a
Oh
dragon.
god, oh fucking no, Tikaisis is getting him!
I have let's see, 108 gold.
Oh my god.
That's
you
bef-
don't have 108 gold. You have a bunch of daggers.
Hold
No, I
on.
think he has both.
He has
has both,
108
I'm
gold
pretty sure.
on top of like 20 or 30
Okay.
daggers.
On top
Or
of
short
30
swords.
daggers. Oh my god. Alright. You know what?
Here,
Whatever.
here. Look
The
at
point
my
is-
dragon's horde. Look.
My
So anyway,
my point is,
what is
I'm just
Twint
gonna go-
doing?
What
How
is-
does
yeah, what's
Twint react to this information?
I am sleeping.
oh, he's asleep.
Good for you.
Alright, I'll fill him in later.
He's sleeping on his hoard of short swords.
I am
He
waiting.
rolls over and there's one like magically glued to his face at an odd angle.
why is acting up?
Why's been having her fun?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just looking to go, okay. I'm surprised. Alright, it seems like you guys are not that phased. The point is that I don't know where she is or if she's even alive. I told you, everyone was either dead or missing. So I don't even have any closure on this. And, well, talking about your feelings. I guess, why, look, this is how people talk about their feelings.
Okay.
This will be a learning experience.
She drops her head into both her hands and just stares directly at you.
So, my wife, she was also a monk, but she said that it's time that we should consider maybe
Having kids?
moving on. Yeah, having children. That scared the crap out of me. I didn't think I was ready. I mean, fuck, I'm only 30 years old. What do you want from me? And I'm
Your
like,
character's a little younger than that. Fair enough, though.
well, for an elf, that's like a teenager.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes
Yeah.
I forget you're an elf.
Well, it's
Okay,
because
so
my ears got clipped off. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So,
A clipped knife here. Makes it a little trickier.
yep, a de-knifed knife knife ear. The point is that she was a drow, so that's But the point is that she definitely was a lot more mature than I was, and we got into a fight, and I said I can't deal with this. I have to embark on a mission, and she said, "And don't come back until you've decided to grow up."
Damn.
That was the last thing she said to me. And when I had arrived back, I had decided, you know what? It's time for me to grow up. I'm ready to be a responsible adult. And then I show up at the monastery and find it in flames.
And Y sort of leans conspiratorially over to Dwarvos. He's also a really bad dad.
Oh dear.
You don't make it easy, kid!
Wait.
Hell of a wave you're riding.
I have a comment that I have to make in character.
Say it.
Well, we're here to support you in both your quest to find your monastery and your quest to grow up.
Thank you.
Says
like
Y,
I said,
who is no older than you.
That is just an insult. Like it does not know that it is fun.
I know. Well, first of all, I'm I'm the second oldest here, I think.
Yes.
How old are you?
30.
Luma's older.
30?
Okay.
I'm older, and Dwarvos is
Dwarvos
older.
is
I believe.
older.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. It was funnier when he was the second oldest, but that's okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
Luma, how old is your character?
80?
Oh, only half my age. Okay.
Well, for gnomes, that's middle aged.
That's
Yeah.
fair. How old do gnomes go to, by the way? I don't remember.
200?
Ish. Okay. so
200 is
about-
like the farthest upper bound they can hit. Normally it's about 150, 175.
Yeah, so I'm a young adult-ish.
middle-aged.
Middle
man.
aged.
Middle-aged.
You're middle-aged. You're equivalent to like in your 30s.
Okay.
What am I at? Beans.
So, yeah, I just thought that I can't help I can't help why sort out her emotions without getting that out, without airing that out. So, there you go.
Well,
This motherfucker was married. Still don't know. And I'm mad about it.
You notice as he says, and I'm mad about it, something very odd happens, which is that for the first time in a very long time, he actually manages to spawn a Spren. And it's just a very small, very weak flash of red as an Anger Spren sort of pops up into existence and then immediately fizzles.
The character wouldn't know that. No, character wouldn't know that.
Yes, I'm sad and I'm angry. I'm angry because I couldn't be an adult for 2 seconds and couldn't be supportive, and I'm sad because the woman I love is missing or dead, and I don't know.
got it.
See why? That's how we share emotions.
Okay.
It's like the world's worst episode of Bluey. My God.
If you don't mind me asking,
World's most violent episode of Bluey, let's be honest.
I know.
blood and gore on everyone but me.
No,
Blood, gore, and talking about our feelings.
Like, there's a wizard actively sanitizing you 1 cubic foot at a time, but you're still covered in gore by this point.
Like you said you had a question?
What was she like?
So she was elf like me, but she was actually a drow, so yeah. I'm told that that's a controversial thing, but I don't know. She's the only other elf that I've met. But well, first off, she kicked ass. She was one of the best in the monastery had to offer. People gravitated towards her. She was a natural leader. She also, she promised one day she'd teach me how to read. And that's kind of where the relationship started. We never really got there, but, that's kind of what, she was kind of a bit of a bookkeeper at the monastery. And yeah, people looked up to her, and I did too.
So how did you ever manage to get her to agree to marrying a scruffy elf like you?
What a really uncool question to ask, but it's fair.
Very unchill of you, my guy.
Yeah,
But you're right.
That was not an excellent question.
Yeah, but that's fair. I don't know. Trust me, I've asked her before, and she always gives the same coy response. It's to keep you out of trouble. So,
Okay, can I be just 100% honest for about a second here?
yeah.
I have been completely unable to imagine Ajan as anyone other than Bill for a while now.
Bill
From Bill and Ted.
From Bill and Ted.
Yes, that's almost...
I corrupted you. I did it.
You are just irrevocably Bill now. I'm sorry.
Oh, absolutely.
That line that just left your mouth has completely solidified it.
Well, like, I made this character to be a lovable dumbass.
I know, it's just, I was trying to avoid it, but it's completely
So,
unavoidable.
if it's reading Bill, my mission accomplished.
Yep, it's Bill.
If
It's not Ted, but it is Bill.
It's serving Bill.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I don't get the reference, but okay.
That's
Bill and
fine.
Ted's Excellent Adventure. If you want to see, like,
We'll fix it. We'll fix it
yeah,
later.
watch it. Amazing movie.
We
It's
should have a watch party sometime, Swati.
absolutely. We all have to bring
You're next on the list,
Yeah.
Lynn.
We all have to bring a movie that serves our characters. Little Mermaid for
I just
Leica.
bring Bruce Almighty.
What?
Leica, you're a lot like Ariel. You're very
Okay,
smart.
no,
very
I'm bringing the life
curious.
of Brian.
Yeah, Life of Brian.
I
Yeah.
wish I knew what that was.
No,
Monty
the answer is
Python.
no. Swampy. We are not lambasting the Jews in a format where half can record us.
I'm cool with it.
I hope the fuck not.
No, we're not. It's
You know what it is, Hef?
Anyway,
No.
Okay, Life of Brian is a Mel Brooks movie in the vein of Blazing Saddles about the
that's
life
not
of
what.
Christ.
No,
Monty Python.
Life of Brian is Monty Python.
Monty
not Mel
Python,
Brooks.
you're right.
Different. A different.
Hold on, no,
Satirizing
Mel Brooks
Italian-
came out of Monty Python, so I'm still right. But anyway,
Okay, Brain.
No.
it's a Monty Python movie. It's by actually the exact same crew that did Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You're right, I did forget about that.
Yeah.
But it's about the life of Christ instead.
Yeah, it's about
Except
a
it's
guy
not the
named
life of
Brian.
Christ. It's a guy named Brian who gets mistaken for being Christ.
Yeah, he lived in Jerusalem same time as Christ, but he's just a guy.
He's
That's
just a guy.
hilarious.
Shenanigans.
No, it's very funny. It is a very funny movie.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we were having the
Yes.
feelings talk.
Yes, we were having the feelings talk.
Sure.
So yeah,
To be
I don't
totally
know.
transparent, I'm actively playing Warframe right now. So that's where we're
It's
at
all
in session.
good.
Pancake,
It's
I
all
can
good,
see you
so-
playing.
Yes,
I can
stuff.
see you playing Warframe.
Yeah.
So I just go. So yeah, I thought I'd be transparent with you guys, just being where I'm at. And I think that if we're going to keep traveling like this, I think it's fair that we all kind of put everything out on the table.
I don't say anything, but I'm gonna look over at a little Luma boy.
Hey, Ocean,
Yes.
are you doing relic things?
No, but I can be.
There is a Steel Path Conjunction Survival on the Omnia.
My question: how does Luma look during this whole conversation? Like, I just kind of look. I don't say anything, but I just kind of look over at Luma
Very uncomfortable.
about the whole like airing our business stuff.
Yeah, about airing out
Good.
the past. He very much doesn't want to. He doesn't want to relive what he's already dealt with.
I'm going to ask for a player check. I'm going to attempt to roll insight, in character, just kind of trying to get the vibe off Luma. Is that all right, Clint?
Sure.
I'm roll insight to see kind of how much I can dive into this, because I'm not trying to make him uncomfortable, but I'm trying to get like the general vibe of what's going on here. So let me
Vibe check.
Vibe check, yeah.
Vibe check. You have
That
not passed the
would
vibe check.
be-
Perish.
Insight is +4. 20 plus 4. That is a 9.
A 9?
Yeah, with a 9, what would you say the vibe is?
Luma has walked away from things that he doesn't want to remember.
Okay, so I can generally get the idea that like whenever Ajan is like mentioning things like the past, like you seem to actually like look away, kind of shift your body language, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Then I am going to say a few words in addition, and I just kind of say, well, I think that we should be able to share how we feel with everyone, and what we're comfortable with, but all of us have pasts, and it's up to us how much we want to relate to them. I often find myself, at least of recent, associating with people that I didn't know or trying to understand them. But it's up to those people to invite us into their pasts. I know some people might feel more comfortable simply letting those things go and forging new paths. And I don't look at Luma while I say that, I'm just kind of saying that towards Ajan, because he was talking about it. And with that, I'm going to kind of slowly try and find the griffin a way over where he doesn't disturb the horses and just kind of sit up on it, still in the conversation.
I am still actively cleaning the Griffin.
Good for you.
Yes.
Dwarvos, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Not really. I'm pretty sure you guys know kind of why I'm here. Kind of who I am, you know, my
Yeah.
family. I still have a family, still have a loving family. No one's dead. I'm not married. I decided right around the age I was, I was in my 80s. I decided
I'm
to go.
sorry, I'm cracking up. I don't know if you could hear that. But I'm cracking up.
What?
We're talking about Luma, and we don't know in character what their story is, but out of character, knowing what the story is, I'm just like, damn, you had to rub it in. I've got a happy, loving family.
So
Damn.
sorry.
To be fair, that's a lot of D&D
No,
characters.
Please go on, Dwarvos. In character, I'm just listening. But out of character, I couldn't help myself.
In terms of parents, we wish we had no parents.
I have parents. I have siblings. Leave me alone.
This is a joke.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, back to your loving family, Dwarvos.
Tell me more about your loving family. You're
That has
completely
a
full your home.
No, things are. I decided to go exploring one day. I needed to see the world, get a little bit of perspective. And here I am. I don't really have motives per se, but at this point, carry on the legacy of Green Shield. Tell stories.
Doing a great job. People
Sure.
follow you. People have been following you, and you wear that shield well.
I appreciate it. I do try my best for that.
And Twint, if you're comfortable, I'm curious, what kind of path do you want to forge?
Snore. I'm sleeping, remember?
I gotta poke him.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wyatt.
wake up, bitch. We're talking about our feelings.
Bro,
Oh,
you can't
that.
escape the, you can't escape the in-party conversation.
Hi.
Let's just do something real quick.
Huh?
I was talking to Pancake.
Ah.
Sorry?
I'm feeding Grendel.
Okay, that's fine. I am doing. I forgot we were actually queuing for a mission, so I'm actively modifying my loadout.
Anyways, back to what you guys were up to.
Me, apparently.
Sorry, give me a sec.
All good.
Just... What were we talking about other than feelings? Because I don't want to talk about that.
We were
Dead
talking
parents.
about. No, we were talking about alive
Family.
parents. We were talking specifically about alive ones.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
definitely alive parents, you guys. Wink wonk.
Yeah, definitely.
Wink, wink, wonk.
I have 3 siblings, some older, some younger, and a mom.
I know. You've told us a little bit, but I was more curious. What kind of path do you want to forge?
Oh fuck,
Now
I
that
don't
you're out
know.
on your own.
Ah,
Ask any college student what they want to do after college. Oh fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, ask me what I want to do until.
Sometimes they make really stupid decisions, like deciding to go to law school.
Mm-hmm.
feeling a bit personal there, huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
No. Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, Twin, do you have, it's okay to not, have everything figured out, but do you have something you want to achieve?
Membership of the Thieves Guild. That's what all this is.
Oh my.
All right, well, that's a start.
Yep.
All right. Progress. We'll take it.
Yep.
Yes.
Look, you're already doing way better than Y. So,
Lol. Get wrecked, child.
I wanted to also say, Twint, that I'm impressed.
With what?
I mean, look at what you can do now, from where we started our journey.
Oh. You mean the fact I'm poor? Or was?
You were always poor, Twint. But I mean, that's in character.
I know.
Look, it's doing a little bit off today.
Look, like you've been through a lot. It's okay to not have as much tact as
I've had
normal.
I've had 300 years of history. Sorry, several thousand years of history running through my head today, and 300 years of history yesterday with the fucking sand guy.
Yep. Over the course of forever and ever and ever and ever, and also the last 48 hours, you've witnessed several thousand years of creation and history,
Correct.
including that of a different dimension.
Yeah, a little bit. I was gonna say, but Twint, I mean, look at what you could do before we ventured out. How we struggled and fought our way through Vogler against the dragon soldiers. You know, say scavenging from carts. Look at us now. Look at you now. An accomplished marksman, able to snipe people off of the battlefield, saving various soldiers.
That was unoptimal, but okay.
It might not have been optimal, but your instincts were good. You saved a lot of people there. You did good work, and you seem to have reaped a reward for it. And I kind of motion to the fucking pile of swords.
Oh boy.
We've all come very far from where we were. And Luma, I haven't known you for long, but I'm impressed with how far your magic's come. The kinds of power you wield, I haven't seen them before. We've all done a lot and come very far on this, forging this new journey we're on against the dragon army. And it will be turbulent, but I like to think we'll do it together. That we will all grow as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Set about the paths we want for ourselves.
You said it best.
I think
And
that's quite an eloquent thing to end the session on.
Yes.
I am also going to look at Luma. Go ahead, Luma.
Luma stands a little bit straighter when you compliment him on how his magic has grown.
Yeah. Again, this is the we all did great. We literally just saved several hundred people from a war after keeping a strategic heap. Fucking.
We deserve a little kumbaya after that.
We deserve a little pat on the back, and Leica is giving it to all of us because like fucking, damn bro, we did that shit.
Yeah. Now everyone group hug again.
Nah.
I'm on a horse.
Do it.
I'm not
Do
getting
it,
off the
Karen.
horse.
It's at this point that someone, doesn't really matter who, someone finally notices that Darrett and Yana have both passed out in the back of the wagon, just behind Twint. Like, at some point during the conversation, they completely lost the plot.
Understandable.
Darrett's doing his best.
And with that, I think we end the session unless anyone else has comments.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, honestly. I enjoyed the session.
Yeah, it was a bit more.
Yeah.
We had some nice character development.
A lot of good laughs, too.
I am deeply satisfied with being able to run a session that does not include frickin' mass combat again.
Happy to.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me do that.
Happy to help on that front.
We didn't hardly even do combat either, which is nice.
And guess
I
what?
know.
No,
We had-
turn-based, didn't roll initiative.
We had interesting uses of our characters' abilities and actions in various ways. Dwarvos being a leader, Luma being a carpet bomber, but still, again, providing great distraction, using the powers of a wizard well.
As we say in the military, being one of those fancy little death Doritos.
Yeah.
There you go.
We had Ajan wife.
Being a struggling single dad.
Also, this is not an in-character thing, because there's absolutely no way my character knows this in character. We do have a way to check if your wife's alive.
Augury?
No. An absolute way to check.
How?
The spell Ceremony only works, it doesn't work on married people, But if you're widowed, you can use it again, so we can try and marry Ajahn to someone else to check. And if his wife's alive, the spell would fail.
I forgot about that.
That is.
That's fucking legendary.
There's no way my character would know that though. So
I am not going to attempt to justify it. I just want that to happen for reasons only I know about.
Oh no.
I really want you to try that.
Well, because I know that there's some fuckery that she's not on this plane of existence, so.
Does it notify the spouse that their significant other is trying to marry someone else?
Like she gets like a little ping. She gets like a little ping, and she's like, "Moving on a little fast there, Ajahn."
That's gonna be one hell of a text message.
I love fucking knowing. I love knowing everything about 5e, so I know I can recognize stupid interaction.
I love it. Thank you, Swampy. Have a disco ball.
God.
Thank you. I appreciate your disco ball. Have some plague.
I like plague.
But yeah, I think
I
it was a good
do-
session. Everyone had their
Yeah.
fun and character moments. I fucking earned my prestige level by knowing the lore.
Fuck yeah,
Yep.
you did.
I recognize the ocean.
I mean, I
Good
might get
job.
mine soon-ish, depending on how this goes, but I'm not so sure.
Correct.
Sure, we will have our moments, and that those with the opportunity for prestige levels now will get there. Will kick its ass, and those who have not will unlock their opportunities.
So
Alright.
I'm kind of waffling. So part of the reason I haven't given you a quest card, Ocean,
Yeah.
is because I as the DM am not sitting here with like a class in mind to give you a prestige level in.
Yeah.
So I was either going to give you a prestige level or give you another use of Channel Divinity. And I haven't decided yet.
Now,
If
when you say
I-
another use, as in I can just use my channel divinity another time, or a new channel divinity?
As in like an extra charge.
Oh, okay.
Pancake, if you want,
But I don't know if that's equivalent to any other class I might give you, because I've not spent a significant amount of time thinking about what I would give you for doing this, other than just making you more effective at the things you're already doing. Because you're a priest. That's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
Pancake,
I'm
so
So if
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
any
go around.
ideas, throw them my way, please.
Pancake, I will slide you some things.
I'm pretty freaking well-rounded as well, so that doesn't make it any easier.
We'll give him a class that lets him destroy his armor class, but then he does cool shit. Loses 1 AC point per spell.
You realize at level 6 where I'm at now, casually, I walk around with 21 AC.
That's the problem
Casually.
this is meant to resolve.
This is no spells.
Pancake, it's me saying, hey Pancake, here's a check he can cash to reduce his AC. Fucking hand it to him.
Oh no, man, we'll get there.
We'll
Alright,
get there when we
I will shoot Pancake. Pancake, I will shoot you some suggestions because I have some thoughts.
Okay.
Not entirely sure what the quest is.
Or he gains a spell that destroys his armor to deal massive amounts of damage to a localized location.
Oh no, man, we'll get there.
I have quest thoughts. I will get them to Pancake. All I know is prestige level, pretty cool. Also, to answer your question, the other feature I get other than just having the griffin is I can communicate with animals now.
Correct.
I can now communicate with beasts. So, in fact, to answer your question, Anton, now I can communicate with the griffin and other creatures.
Boy.
At least to convey simple ideas. It's called natural language. It's the first level feature, and then the other one's the companion. But yeah, we big chillin'.
We do be.
All right. Well,
Back to Kellerman to not die.
Alright, so A note for you, Ocean, is that the randos are in fact not running Moderai, so I am apparently our only source of removing those ghosts.
Hilarious.
As I just found out by the fact that they did not help me remove those ghosts at all.
Well,
No.
you know what's funny, Pancake? They probably have it. They probably just don't want to remove the ghosts.
We nearly
only had
failed
6
the
of them.
mission.
Hey guys, can I tell you what my current video game escapade is?
Go
Why?
for it.
I'm just I'm waiting by Moog in Elden Ring with a summon sign, and I have a build that I made specifically for making Moog easy to help new players get ready for the DLC.
Good.
So I'm literally just standing here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
I'd take you up on that offer, but I'm not even that far in the story yet.
The entrance to the DLC is probably going to be at Moog. You're right.
No, it's confirmed that it is.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but like, even without
Yeah.
knowing that it's confirmed, that would make the most sense.
Well, yeah, because it's all about Mikola, and Mikola's right there. So
Bro really stole his half brother and just was like, "Hey, bro, you want to hang out?"
not just that. Not just his half brother, his underage half brother that he's trying to take on as a quote unquote consort. Look up what consort is.
He's not.
I
He
don't
doesn't
have
mean
to,
consort.
I already know.
He does not
Yes.
mean consort that way. He means it in a different way. And
Are you
know
sure about that?
There are two definitions